or visit BurtonPools.com. Burton Pools and Spas. Water for a better life.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Ready to transform your backyard? At Gallardo Custom Builds, we specialize in custom pools, patios, and retaining walls that perfectly fit your style. As a family-owned business, we're committed to top-quality craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. From design to completion, we're with you every step of the way to bring your dream outdoor space to life. Visit us at our website, GallardoCustomBuilds.com, for your free consultation. Gallardo Custom Builds. Quality you can trust, service you'll love.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 53 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We're here. Oh, yeah. Another beating is about to take place here on Ruskin and Zach over ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app, which is powered by Taco Bell. The flogging will begin shortly. Great. Let me get up and leave. It should eat up several segments. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we get through all of it. It's not going to eat up any segments if Bill and I leave. How do I put this nicely? All right. Yeah. I have now we've been doing this 6.5 years. Right. There are, I can't tell you how many days I've come in and been disappointed in the way that things run, the way we do things, show, whatever. I've been disappointed before. Right. Today is a Mount Rushmore day of disappointment for me. You're going Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna, you know what? I've learned not to be a prisoner of the moment in these sort of situations. I want to let it breathe a little bit. But I have never been more disappointed in two people in my life than I am in you two. No, stop. I'm getting this out. I understand that you two have some quirks. You have some things that maybe the rest of us wouldn't do. You in particular, you. Bill, I'll get to you in a minute. I
You have shamed this house with the way you behave.
Okay.
It is unimaginable.
Okay.
It is inconceivable the way you run your life.
Uh-huh.
My man today.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to use a word here. I'm going to say some things.
Okay.
My man took lazy to a new level today.
Yeah.
I mean, like took it and then raised the bar to a level that we have never seen in my life.
Yeah.
You DoorDashed.
I did.
Donuts and kolaches totaling how much?
$22.
22. No, how much was the freight?
$15.
Thank you.
I paid $7 to not have to put pants on. To me, it was a worthwhile investment. That's $7 well spent.
Round trip, it was under 3 miles.
It's pretty close. Yeah.
Under 3 miles.
But the traffic, 7 a.m. on a Tuesday?
In downtown Springfield, there is no
It's
traffic.
awful. Everyone's driving into the plant.
Traffic.
Everyone's driving away from the plant.
Like a good political poll. There's a plus or minus on things that you do. You choose elitism over literally everything, and I get that.
Okay.
I mean, fair? Is that a fair statement?
I choose convenience over whatever. Fine.
You
elitism. You don't even know when the factories are coming and going over here in your town.
I have no idea.
You schmuck. What are you talking about?
You operate under the same principle that my father does. Is if you can pay somebody to do it, pay them.
Right. Yes.
You don't align yourself with him.
That's correct.
That's the wrong person to align yourself with.
No.
Bill, I'm going to get to you.
I'm in a house of Bob Arns.
We got time, Bill. I'm going to get to you in a minute.
Yeah.
This is the height of lazy.
Right.
I mean, like if you were, don't DoorDash fast food.
Why not?
It ruins the entire principle of fast food, which is fast.
Well, I got to tell you, since I moved back down here, none of these restaurants down here are any good. And in this way, in Rogers, when I would do this, like you'd get there, the driver, because you can track all this on the phone, right? The driver would get there, they'd get the food, and they'd on their way. Every time this happens here, the driver gets there and they have to wait. And they have to wait. And they have to wait and wait.
From the time
so Washington County doesn't need to get its bleep together.
From the time you hit send on the app to the point of delivery, how long was that?
Half hour, maybe?
You could have made that trip 4 times.
No, you couldn't have.
4 times.
No, you have no idea. You have no idea.
I live here.
Yeah, you live in an ivory tower here. You have no idea what the East Dale is like. You're a fraud.
I'm fraud. I'm literally from the East Dale.
Fraud.
Bill, I'm going to get to you in a minute.
Fraud.
I'm not done. I'm not done with him yet, but I'll get to you in a minute because I'm really disappointed in you. You claim, at times when it's convenient, to be a man of the people.
That's right.
A voice for the people.
I am. Yes.
DoorDashing 2 donuts and 2 kolaches from a mile and a half away is not a man of the people. That is lazy. Tommy Kraft has just texted. He said, "Preach." So I've got the floor.
People are lazy.
No, I get that.
I am of the people who are lazy.
I was one of these people that was holding out, that thought that civilization was not in this rapid decline that everybody said.
No, we're screwed.
I am now absolutely 1,000%.
Embrace it.
We are on our way down.
Yes.
When I heard that we don't DoorDash. DoorDashing fast food is the height of laziness.
Yes, right. Correct. So?
It also takes a half an hour. You could have made that trip 4 times.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Not in that traffic. It's awful. Now, at like 8:45, maybe. But at 7:30, no chance. All the people driving into work and then going back out and got off a third shift. What are you talking about?
School is out.
But the factories are open.
There's no factories between you and East Robinson.
Yes, there is.
There isn't.
Yes, there is.
There's not one factory between you and East Robinson.
Not to mention all of the major traffic at the airport out there. There's people everywhere. The major airport. It's a major airport. It really is.
There is not traffic. There is not traffic at Springdale Airport.
Yes,
there is not.
There's traffic everywhere at the airport.
Now, Bill,
you need to tread lightly.
No, I don't.
Bill's pissed.
Yeah, you know what?
You know what, Bill? Whip his ass. That's what you need to do.
You know what?
Take
Here we go.
Bill gets into these debates with himself, and I'm going to start yesterday because I think this is where your downhill spiral started. Bill, for some reason, yesterday went to a restaurant and he got a four sandwich meal for some reason. And his reasoning was, well, it was $10. It was a good deal. He got 4 of these sandwiches. He came back and he's like, well, I'm not going to eat this. Here, and he gave it to me, and I'm like, okay. So he bought 4 sandwiches yesterday for $10 because it was a quote-unquote good deal.
Right.
Agree or disagree. Bill sometimes gets mind-locked over what's for lunch. Is that fair?
That's probably fair.
Okay. We sit approximately halfway between 2 restaurants, 2 of the same chain restaurants that he likes. He made his decision. He's going to this particular chain, and we sit geographically about halfway. If he goes, we'll say south. He has to go down a main thoroughfare in which he will get traffic. There will be a lot of traffic. Now, the difference between the two is what, 0.6 miles?
Half a mile.
Half a mile. Okay.
One's 2.3,
right.
One's 2.8
so
away.
If he can go down a main thoroughfare that's 4 lanes and really clogged about that time of day.
Right.
Or he can drive the longer route by mileage through the back roads, over past a giant-ass AA ballpark, take a right, and go to the end of the street. Bill chooses that route smartly. Plugs the my favorite part was when he got up and got his phone. Google, and he did name of restaurant.
Well, there's the problem.
Yeah,
Google's navigation app sucks.
Now,
Apple is elite.
No, Apple
or Waze. Waze is even better.
Or you could have listened to me, but that's neither here nor there.
You just said over here.
No, I pointed over there, and Derek even gave it to you. He goes, go out, take a left, go down Don Tyson. You literally run right into it.
I don't remember saying that.
You
did I say
yes.
that?
You said
All
you
right,
can go right down Don Tyson. You hit the ballpark, and then you run right into it.
Yeah.
But Bill didn't. Bill decided that he was going to take the Columbus route, the Magellan route. He was going to. Bill knew where he was going. You and I are sitting there going, did he get lost? Like, I was actually getting ready to call to see if you were okay, because it doesn't take that long. Fair?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Now, for those,
I thought you'd went to Arby's. I forgot about the other one.
Yeah, I didn't know where he went.
I'm sorry.
Now, if anybody has traveled down, let's call the street Sunset around noon in Springdale, you're not going anywhere. That is one of the worst roads in America. Fix it, Mayor Sprouse. It sucks. It's one of the worst roads.
Oh man, I got a list. I got a list. When's the next city council meeting? I got some things I want to say.
Probably next Monday.
Good.
Bill
I'll
gone.
be there.
Bill was gone for like 40
I'm leaving early to go.
45 minutes to go like 2.5 miles. Bill, sometimes you just need to listen to what we said.
Did you get your gift?
I did. I've got it right here.
And a bonus gift.
Yeah, I got it right here. But
then shut up. I got you.
I've never been more disappointed in 2 people.
And I got some fries.
I've never been more disappointed in 2 people. Bill can't follow directions, and you.
What
you are the height. You are what is wrong with this country. You.
Me?
You and your kind.
All right, fine. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Throw me out of the plane? What are you going to do about it?
And while I'm at it, I got a bone to pick with your wife.
What did she do?
Your wife now follows me on Instagram for some godforsaken reason. And
you have a double life. We're trying to keep tabs on you.
I go and text her and go, look, I have the most boring life on the planet.
We got to make sure you don't end up with some chick in an American flag bikini again or something.
And a cowboy hat.
And a cowboy hat.
Get one of those, man. That is a red flag.
Just keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
Just worried about you.
Look, I come in here, and I come in disappointed, but I don't need to have that heightened. I don't need to take this to like DEFCON 3 with disappointment. You know what I mean?
You're very upset.
I am very upset.
Calm down.
I expect more from you too.
Yeah.
All I can say is I came back with gifts.
You did, but
you asked me for.
I understand. You're focusing on the wrong thing here.
Look, I don't know how I got there.
Can you say I see fields of green?
No.
Red roses too.
No.
I see them bloom.
No, and
with just me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And apparently I'm Kim Carnes now.
Yes. I say she's got Betty.
What was the other one we came up with?
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
There it is.
We came up with another one before the show. I can't remember what it was.
Bill, there were great explorers that went around the world using stars and a map. And they didn't have Google or Apple or Bing Maps or whatever it is that you were using. I I mean, they were like going across oceans. You went across Springdale.
You need a zen. You need to calm down, man.
No,
My God.
Zen will take you the other way.
Oh man, why? Unbelievable.
It was like taking.
Why do you care? None of this affects you at all.
Well, I mean,
who cares?
But it's out there now. It was just there. It's like, you're door dashing donuts. Like if you door dash something like a 16-ounce prime rib, all right, I can roll with that. But donuts, it seems like a massive misappropriation of funds.
I didn't want to get up.
And in this era of just out of control spending, this feels like an opportunity to pull some stuff
Out of
back.
control spending.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm just trying to be like our government. Out of control spending. Trying to do my part. Monkey see, monkey do. That's how I work. That's how I roll.
I roll in here every day disappointed. I don't need to be more disappointed before we start.
This is such a great. This is the second day in a row that I've seen somebody write this. Russell and Mountain Home, Atlanta Miles Black Velvet. Also, Froggy from the Little Rascals has been brought up by Jamie and Faye.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, Froggy, can you do that? Hello, Alabama.
No, I can't.
Okay.
And Ollie from Saved by the Bell.
Right,
you know, the guy,
right.
one of the nerds? Yeah. Right.
I'm not faulting, by the way, Gavin, I'm not faulting Bill for his choice of restaurants. It was just
No, that's Bill's job for us, to fault us for our choice.
Right. But the circuitous route that he took, when you said you went under the underpass, I was like, hey. Like, he went down Sunset.
You did drive us right down 412 one time to go out to Tawny Town.
And how did
the middle of,
and how did that go?
It was awful.
It was not
like
awful.
A half hour
No, it did not. And we crossed 412 within 30 seconds of pulling out. I mean, we were back.
You got lucky getting out of there.
Stop it.
You had to go left.
Trust me.
You got lucky.
Trust me, son. This ain't luck.
I've
done this before. I am.
Oh, and here's the other news. Bill brought the kayak today, which is kind of fitting because you might need it to
Did you use
get
that
out of the parking lot
to help you navigate? Does it have a compass on it?
No, I'm still looking for my kayak.
I don't. Again, I'm going to need to see the receipt and some security footage because I'm not buying it.
You think he found a boat somewhere and put it on there?
You guys asked me to bring it.
Yep. No, you did. You did.
Right.
Now I'm not. Now what color blue would you call that? Because it doesn't match the car.
No, it doesn't. It's Smurf.
Smurf blue.
Yeah, Smurf blue is a good description.
Here you go. In Derek's defense, I was door dashed a bottle of Gatorade.
There you go. See, we're not alone. Russell and Boone.
These are not the guy's name is Car Chase Guy.
That's right.
These are not the people you want to align
yourself with. These are my people.
Look,
I'm a man of the people. These are my people.
You are not a man of the people.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Now, question. Did you tip your DoorDasher?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he get what he deserved?
Yes.
Did he annoy you somehow?
Well, we don't need to get into it. Might be listening. Russell in Boonville says Bill sounds like Bobcat Goldthwait. Just don't set anything on fire in there. Remember that when he set the Tonight Show couch on fire?
Oh, yeah. Somebody says you sound like Clara Peller. Can you say, where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Clara Peller. Boy, that's a
pull.
Bravo.
Wow. JT says you're acting like the University of Arkansas Athletic Department. Spend money stupidly and frivolously.
Yes, but I'm not asking you to give me more money.
Well, not yet. You keep buying $22 donuts.
That's right.
You just might.
That's right.
Then I asked Bill, I'm like, hey, was there a big convenience store across the street? I don't know. Like, how could you not know? It's huge.
Rusty from Russellville has texted in on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Ruskin, you do you. If I'm on the couch watching football and could pay someone to go take a piss for me, I would. All right?
Right?
That's right. There you go.
Rusty, Derek is not the person you want to align yourself with. This is not, we're not trying to outdo each other's lazy.
We have offended Dan in Mount Ida.
Have we?
As a person who lives 30 minutes away from Hot Springs, you guys are lazy as hell, evidently. Ricky says, as a stasher, Springdale is the worst place to dash, especially certain restaurants.
Okay, but this was not a certain restaurant. It was a donut place.
Really?
A mile from your house.
Unbelievably good place.
Unbelievably good
God.
donut place. I understand.
Oh.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
First of all, you're right. It's on the other side of town, so I'm not going over there.
You don't.
And I'm certainly not door dashing it.
But you should.
I should not.
Worth it. Worth it. Unbelievable. All right.
Bill, would you sing She Came In Through the Bathroom Window like Joe Cocker, please?
No. Here's the thing. I have no idea what's going on with my voice. It crapped out on me midday yesterday. Can we just move on?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, but Budo from Salem says you sound like Roz from the Grumpy Secretary from Monsters, Inc. You gotta check in, Michael Wazowski. So, yeah, that's where I'm starting my day, is just disappointment.
Right. There you go.
Incredibly, incredibly disappointed. And I have Tommy Kraft on our side, so.
On whose side?
My side. He's with me.
Oh, yeah. Living out there in a gated community on Melody Lane. Yeah, he's a man of the people. All right. He has 2 houses, for crying out loud. 2
that we know about. That government knows
that
about.
we know
2
about.
that the government knows about.
Yeah, absolutely. Real irregular American there. Got 2 houses. Crying out loud.
There's another RFK joke.
Yeah, he does.
He does a little bit.
I hope Bill didn't get a brain parasite, because that'd be pretty bad.
Richard from Rogers says, seems like a really simple test to find the potheads in our group. How close have you DoorDash? Derek's sitting at 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
Man.
It's not that I'm lazy. I just don't care.
And at least I drove there.
You did drive.
Do you know how much gas you burned driving the extra 24 miles?
This is such an incredibly toxic place. Do you know how thrilled I was today that I brought in a sandwich and Bill approved my choice?
I was like, sandwich.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Oh, I'm good. I'm not going to get made fun of. That's right. Yeah,
I'll tell you what we're going to do.
We need HR.
I'm just never going to eat here again. I'm going to walk in here at 10 till 2, put the cans on, and let's go.
Did they turn the air up again?
Or
no. Am I just wound up?
No, you're wound up. And you got long sleeves on in July, which is not a...
Well, it's like 7. It was like 57 in here this morning.
Ill-advised.
All right.
Ill-advised. Whatever. Yes, Bill.
67.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
You hang meat in there.
Yeah, but you still can't find the Lord's chicken. You
found it.
Yeah, it took them a month.
Excuse us. We can't all be perfect.
Caribbean cruise doesn't take that long.
We can't all be perfect drivers like you.
I am a perfect driver.
We can't. Sorry, forgive us.
I haven't seen a yellow light. I can't run.
That's right. All right, sports soon, maybe. I don't know.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box, now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Coast summers living on the run. Now the beach front, nights 5,000 thunder. thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Rowback.com.
Rowback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Rowback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas.
Yes. Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers and Grace Covington in Farmington.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Is your DIY website killing your business and robbing your time? Modular Orange specializes in building professional custom websites for service businesses just like yours for just $95 a month. That's right, a high-performance website for only $95 a month with no upfront costs. There's a reason lawyers, dentists, accountants, counselors, plumbers, electricians, and more all trust Modular Orange to build their online presence. Take your time back to focus on what you do best. Let the professionals at Modular Orange handle your website. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by The Good Chair, because I had nowhere to sit. Get The Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Errol, man, that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in The Good Chair. Rogers High School linebacker Braxton Lindsay, 4-star prospect according to ESPN, committed to BYU yesterday over Arkansas, Oklahoma, Miami, Missouri, a couple others. He's listed as a 4-star recruit. And hey, ESPN, get your stuff together. They say he's the number 34 defensive end for the 26 class. Plays linebacker.
Right, yeah.
Former Arkansas baseball player Luke Bonfield, hired to an assistant coaching position at the University of Pittsburgh. So good for him. Turns 30 on Sunday. He'll be the recruiting coordinator. Just FYI.
He's 30?
Yeah, about that. We're all getting old, man.
Oh, my Lord.
Your Ruskin and Zach X polls brought to you by Cunningham Hardware, now open in Waukesha, open 8 to 8, 6 days a week.
This is becoming my favorite part of the day.
This isn't even...
and he deliberately does not tell me what these are before
Do you want to know the one that didn't make the cut today?
Sure, yeah.
Buck's Super Stereo World. You need hi-fi? Buck's your guy. Boogie Nights. Bill, would you be insulted if some millennial skips your episode of Dateline NBC in which you are the victim because it's quote-unquote boring?
Yes.
56.3% of you said no.
Oh.
Bill, do you think the people that say it costs nothing to be kind realize that it costs nothing to be mean?
Probably not.
72.4% of you said no. Bill, do people who say I prefer hugs think they override people who say they prefer handshakes?
100%.
Yeah, they're kind of snobby about that. 92.7% of you said yes. And Bill, which of the following, and I'd like your opinion on this one, which of the following best describes how you are aging? Like a fine wine, Mad Dog 2020, bottom shelf whiskey, or a rental car?
Probably, I don't do whiskey. It's probably a rental car.
Okay.
Yeah, like Avis.
Okay.
Hertz Club Gold.
37% of you said you are aging like a rental car. 32.6% of you said bottom shelf whiskey. 14% of you said you're aging like Mad Dog 2020. All right, there you go. Those are your Ruskin and Zach Expos brought to you by Cunningham Hardware. Now open in Waukesha 6 days a week, 8 to 8. Ask for Howard.
Who is the best rental car company? I've had great success with Alamo. They're pretty good. I'll tell you the worst one. Tommy and I can go. Fox. You ever go with Fox? Disgraceful outfit.
I wouldn't mention Alamo to Tommy.
Oh, okay.
He did not have a good experience with Alamo.
Well, maybe the problem's him. Maybe it's not Alamo. Because we stood in line when we went to Vegas. We stood in line at the Fox counter for an hour and a half, and there was one person working. But there were other people milling around back there. Because you'd see him every now and then. Like, why don't you idiots get out here and like help the guy out or whatever? No. Terrible.
Tommy got charged like $700 for they said he drove the car like 500 miles, and he did. Allegedly.
Okay, all right. Well, who's the best then?
I wasn't there.
Hertz?
I don't know.
Avis? Who's still in business?
I had a fine experience with my friends that from Captain Kirk at the Enterprise.
Oh, the Enterprise. They beat me up.
When I was getting my car fixed.
They used to have those commercials where the car would drive around wrapped in paper. Remember that?
That
was in the 90s. A long time ago, folks.
Here's a text. You quote Boogie Nights, and oddly a lot. That's terrible English. But yes, I like the movie. It's funny.
Yeah, Jack Horner.
Yeah, should have won the Academy Award, but because of the subject matter.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, everyone got their feelings hurt because of the subject matter of Boogie Nights. It's true. Gilligan is calling this idle rich problems here on Ruskin and Zach.
Really?
Yeah. That's right. Okay. There you go.
Dan in Mount Ida has a text in DoorDashing donuts, taking 45 minutes for a 2-mile food run, and a kayak on your Subaru. Pothead vibes.
Yeah.
Well, but they weren't combined. Those are two separate incidents.
Well, the taking 45 minutes with a kayak on your Subaru, no, that's very much the same thing. I'm surprised one of these, safety for all Subaru drivers didn't point you in the right direction when you obviously look lost. You have a hula, like one of those hula girls on your dashboard?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, you should.
You should. I mean, class
or a dashboard Jesus or something.
Yeah.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah. That's where I would go.
All right. Either I killed the move with rental car talk, or the text machine died.
The text machine
and
did
both
not,
are a possibility.
The text
at this
machine
point.
did not die.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
But I do have some news for us.
Okay. News you can use, folks.
Thank you. Ready? Nope. Try it again. The button bar, please.
Ooh. Industry term. Oh, he did it.
That's just for us. That's just for us. That's the sound that lets us know.
There it is.
All right. Excellent.
We've achieved all our hopes and dreams. There it is. All right. So what's the excuse now? I'm looking at the top 10 players in football. What's going to be the excuse if another one from Arkansas? Because there's this Terry Hodges is uncommitted.
Yeah, kid out of
Mark Tree.
Yep.
What's going to be the excuse if he doesn't come? Because we've got one for everybody now. Everybody gets an excuse. Well, this is that. He was never going to do this or that or whatever. I mean, you're not even getting in the mix now. That's where
they're in the mix for the kid from Art Tree. Braxton Lindsay, going to BYU. Okay, that makes sense. The other ones, I don't know.
But to me, the essence of recruiting is like you've got to have a compelling case. They don't even have a compelling case. Like maybe they weren't ever going to get this kid. Fine, but I mean, it's more trouble. It's not troubling that it's not happening. It's more troubling to me that they couldn't even make a compelling case. Like when the guy did the hat fake out, he put the OU hat on and then threw it aside and put the BYU hat on. He didn't pick the Arkansas hat. They weren't close.
Well, you don't want to disrespect the in-state folks.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Maybe you'll play them in a ball game
remember,
someday.
Recruiting, I mean, this isn't over until signing day in December. So we've got a little bit of time before,
That's true.
before this becomes official. A lot of players want to get, remember, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like 2.5 weeks, high school football camps open up. A lot of guys don't want to get it out of the way before the season starts.
Right.
So you've still got a little bit of time. If you're still in the mix, a lot of guys will commit and decommit. We've seen it 1,000 times. But I agree with you. I think the trend is alarming that a lot of the top players, and you can look at this in a number of different ways. One, they're not prioritizing state recruits, and that's been the whisper since Sam Pittman got here. So,
right.
The state recruits are just not prioritized.
Right.
Or their evaluations are so much better than everybody else's. Do we think that, and do you think that their ability to, I guess, evaluate a defensive lineman is better than that of Mario Cristobal and his staff down at Miami? Because they got the kid out of Little Rock Central.
I think.
Or Mike Gundy and his staff. That's what you're wagering on.
I think that this is an entire systemic problem of, as we've talked about for years, there is an unearned arrogance on that campus with particularly this team because they're the team they're the program that has accomplished the least, but yaps the most and gets the most attention. It's the biggest thing going.
Sure.
And there's just this, and it has to start at the top. And I know that you guys think he's a good guy or whatever, but I think this is an act, and I just think that there is just this incredible arrogance. They've never been further from in touch with their fans or with the people of the state or whatever than they are right now. They've never been further out of touch. And this is a symptom of that. Is like, you can't even make a compelling case for people that are, I mean, you look at the state, Oklahoma, Miami, like you're not losing guys to Louisiana Tech and, and Rice. You're losing guys to P4 schools.
Well,
they're coming in here and taking your lunch.
To take it a step further, Rhett Lashley came in and got the top-ranked offensive lineman in the state, Arkansas guy in Dallas.
And that is your moneymaker spot.
Yeah.
Is offensive line.
Yeah. And it's not like this kid's a 4-star. I mean, he can play.
When you are when you are unwilling to do the legwork within 200 miles of your campus, you're either arrogant, lazy, or both. And, the state of Arkansas, 200 miles to central Arkansas or something like that. I mean, you're not going to you're just going to punt on all of that too. Like, what are they actually trying at? I mean, it's crazy to me.
Well, you do your evaluations and you put your board together and you say, okay, where do these guys fit into our plan? But I've always said this about recruiting, especially in state. This year, it's a good group of kids that in the state of Arkansas. You've got D1 football players.
Look at the offers.
I mean, how does a school like Cincinnati go into the high school across the street from the university and get a 3-star safety out of there? Yeah. I know you say 3-star, we want 4s and 5s, and I understand that.
But they're getting 3 stars from other places.
That's the part that's a little concerning.
Net, like it's not.
There's clearly been a de-emphasis on players from the state of Arkansas. Which if you're winning 10 games a year, and you're pulling guys in from Texas and Louisiana, Georgia, and wherever you're getting these guys from. That's great. I mean, you can stand on what you've done and go, you know what, I know better than you do. But
when you're 6-6, going to Liberty Bowl every year, what are you standing on here? And I mean, you and I talk about this. 700 radio stations do things one way, we do it the other way. But we're the geniuses. Okay, every successful coach in the history of that school has had in-state talent. So you're going to be the genius that's like, we don't want players from the state. You're going to be the genius that wins without him? Okay. All right. We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
Now, here's Piggy Small says, Mark Tree is literally on the other side of the state. Well, yeah, but you're going to Georgia to get players. You're going to Florida to get
Mark
players.
Tree is closer to Fayetteville than Georgia.
Yeah.
And Florida.
And you're just flying over there. The kid out of the number one player, Danny Beal, is on the other side of the state. But it's still the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
And, you can't just limit the University of Arkansas's reach or their footprint to just the northwest corner.
They're so out of touch. They're just so out of touch. It's amazing.
Look,
and I don't know how you fix that.
If these kids can't play and they go off to other schools and they wash out, that's, you know what? Sam Pittman was right. You give him his flowers. He was right. But this has been year after year. We've seen really
we
good
got
players.
5 years of this. Yeah, exactly.
You see good players leaving the state. It's just disappointing that they're not prioritizing kids within the state.
Because
that's all I'm saying.
Because the last time, maybe not the last time, the last time it was like this, Bobby Petrino takes over, and 2 years later, they're in a Sugar Bowl. And a year after that, they're on the doorstep of being in the SEC West Championship.
That was an unusually deep class.
But this is too, and they're not getting any benefit.
They're not getting any of them.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
but it was very deep. This one is too. I mean, look at Miami, Oklahoma State. Like these are not like JV colleges here.
No, they came in last year and did. I mean, it's just. I think there are good football players in the state of Arkansas. There are some difference makers, and the fact that they are simply turning and going the other way in droves is that should be a red flag. There's some issue there, and I said it a year ago. This time a year ago, he has no relationship with high school coaches.
No,
none. I know. I know a bunch of them, and he has no relationship.
That's
with
arrogance or laziness or both. Yeah. That's what that is.
Man,
that's what that is.
One of those things, man. You should be able to call a guy. Like you got a kid in I don't care, Cersei. You should be able to get on the phone and go, "Hey, Zach Clark,
yeah, right.
I need that dude. What? How can I? How can we make this happen?"
Well, you know. Oh, you know.
I know.
You know what's going on.
I know.
All right. Ruscin and Zach here over at ESPN Arkansas. That brought to you by Taco Bell. All right, we'll come back here and talk some more about stuff coming up here.
About how lazy you are.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey, if I was a coach, we'd be getting in-state players. I'll tell you that much. Don't go anywhere.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
It's been over 2 years since Bobby Carpenter had regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. He needed relief from knee pain, but he wanted to avoid surgery.
I thought I might have to have my knee scoped, had some injuries, some lingering pain from stuff that I had been dealing with from years of playing professional football, and things had kind of flared up again. I started talking to a friend of mine who's orthopedic, and he was like, well, try to avoid surgery if you can.
And you absolutely can avoid surgery. QC Kinetics provides patients with state-of-the-art regenerative treatments, orthobiologics from your own body that help heal and restore damaged, aching joints. And we'll let Bobby tell you about that.
It was all of a sudden that one day, a couple months later, I was here, let's go jog, let's try to see what I could do. And the more I did, I was pain-free with it, and it was actually a pretty remarkable process.
Before going under the knife, see if you're a candidate for non-surgical joint pain treatments at QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Grab your paddle or your cornhole partner and come out to Wags and Bags, a pickleball and cornhole tournament supporting the Humane Society for Animals, presented by Wags to Riches Pet Grooming and powered by Matrix, Jersey Mike's, and Sign Planet. It's all happening July 12th at 11 a.m. at Matrix Racket Club in Lowell, with multiple divisions, cash prizes, live DJ, photo booth, free lunch, a prize wheel, even an ice cream truck. It's fun for the whole family. Register your team by July 8th to get a free t-shirt and swag. Sign up now at wagseventsnwa.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security.
Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-372-2017. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Hey, this is Derek Ruskin with the Ruskin and Zach Show, and honestly, I have no idea where Zach is. Okay, I made it. My car broke down on the side of the road. What did I miss? Definitely not a sports segment. Why don't you take your vehicle to the Crane Automotive Team? They have 17 locations across the state and are committed to Arkansas. Check them out at craneteam.com. I'll do that. Kenzie's going to need a vehicle soon. We can go together as a family. She'd absolutely love that.
Dad, can I get a sports car like yours?
We can talk about it later. The Crane Automotive Team, home of the Crane Commitment.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
All right, we go on here on ESPN Arkansas, quarter to the hour. Hope you're having a terrific day, and if not, well,
DoorDash something from a mile and a half.
Yeah, go get to.
Don't.
Live your
Think about
truth.
what you're doing to the environment.
Don't listen to this man.
Oh, stop it.
Don't listen to this man.
Whatever.
Gilligan, hard to recruit from the lake. Cell phone reception is terrible.
That is a fact. Yes.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's holiday week.
Gilligan, not a fan.
We're in a holiday. Aren't they in the dead period? I thought it was like the first 2 weeks of July. I know it was the first week.
Well, the high school dead period's over.
High school. We found that one out the hard way.
Big time.
Oh, yeah. They were back at it today. And pissed.
Yeah.
All that sunning and funning they did.
Gavin says none of these guys have the heart of a Razorback, but their bank accounts are significantly larger, I'm sure.
Than most Razorbacks, yeah.
That's probably true. But, when whatever, washes out wherever they go, they may end up here later.
Sure.
That could happen.
You may pull a Crutchfield and come back.
Come on back. The door is always open.
Always.
Hey, remember when, this is just for you and me. This isn't really a wide-ranging conversation. Remember when I saw Jerry Glanville at the Bison game?
Yes.
Defensive coordinator at one of the Oklahoma schools. I just received word that Hal Mummy is the OC now at Centenary. I guess Centenary's bringing football back.
Like Robert Parrish Centenary?
I think so.
Wow.
The
I didn't know that.
Jits.
Hal Mummy.
Yeah, Hal Mummy. You remember him?
Yeah, like Air Raid. Tim Couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the OC.
Yeah, right.
I wonder what he's going to run at the Centenary.
Probably the air raid, I'm guessing.
JT in Hot Springs will dispute Gilligan's point about the lack of cell coverage. He says, actually, Lake Hamilton does not have any dead areas.
Well, there you go. Excuse us. Hal Mummy's 73.
Oh, he's still a
And
young
he's
man.
still doing it.
Yeah, he's still a young man.
He's still doing it. Yeah, he most recently in college was with Bellhaven like a decade ago, whatever
wow.
that is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
what a precipitous fall
I
from
know,
the University
right?
of Kentucky.
Yeah,
Scott the Tortilla Guy with a pretty good point here. Bill got here in March? He says that Subarus and kayaks are hurting recruiting.
Oh, well, it could be.
When did you get your kayak, allegedly? Did we lose him again?
I think so, yeah.
Turn yourself up over there.
No, I've got.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
It's been like a month and a half.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely hurting recruiting.
Sure.
Well, this show hurts recruiting.
Well, that's what I've been told, but I'd like to shift blame if I can, and move it over to somebody else if everybody's cool with that.
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. It's on Bill.
Brace yourself.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
Ready for this?
Yep.
Hal Mummy has a son, Matt.
Matt Mummy?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the offensive coordinator
at
Colorado State.
Why did you do that? Why?
Denver Bill. All beef. Denver Bill. Coming in hot. Denver Bill. Hee-haw honeys. Denver Bill. It's meat between Denver Bill. Giant waste of time. Denver Bill. Nuggets. Denver Bill.
Okay.
Open defecation. Denver Bill.
Got to get to that part.
You have to get to
Got to get to that part. That's right. Okay.
Colorado State, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if Jerry Glanville's still
Oh, sure.
going.
I mean, why would you give that job up?
Yeah. He looked pretty happy. He's
Yeah.
83.
Yeah, still coaching football,
Yeah.
man.
Northwestern Oklahoma State. Nwosu.
Okay.
Out of the GAC. We are the show for GAC
We love the
football.
GAC,
Ruscin and Tech.
yeah.
We should do a tour
We really should.
and go to camps in
I
August.
still want to do the show from the road in between the two
Yeah,
schools.
that's right. Yeah.
Like, shut it down. Let us do the show right there in the middle of the road.
Right.
Bailey and Springdale pointing out Arkansas football hasn't won a single game since Bill moved to the state. Well, I think he's the problem.
They haven't played either.
They lost the red-white game. They didn't even play it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
0-1.
Sorry, I guess that's true.
BE pointing out that Hal missed an opportunity to name his son Dummy.
Dummy Mummy. Lamont Dummy Mummy. Lamont. Big dummy. Here you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's one for Bill. Siloam Springs has a very popular kayak park. This texter writes, I don't know exactly where it is because I own an actual boat.
Wow. Is a kayak park like someplace you can go to meet girls, like a dog park?
I don't know.
I don't know of a kayak park.
Hey, have you been to the dog park yet?
Yeah, really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I take her to daycare.
I've been told that is a target-rich environment.
Dude, I went to the dog park one time, and there was this idiot not paying attention because, they have the small dog side and
Sure,
the large dog side. And this was in the old life, by the way. These dogs would never go to a dog park.
No,
they're way
not
too.
out- yeah, they're not
They're
out
way
there.
too high society for that.
Yeah.
But this idiot had the big dog and the small dog side, and he just wasn't even paying attention. So I'm like, we had to leave because the big dog was causing problems over there.
Abner, we've got a request from Greg. He would like a song about Bill's lake voyage on the 4th. You can come up with anything. Let me know.
Where is Abner today?
I don't know.
What name is Abner saved? Abner, identify yourself.
Yeah.
I want to see your text come in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline.
I don't know.
And see where he is.
There's only 2 people that are blocked. No, he's been blocked. Hang on.
Oh, okay, unblock
Hang on,
him,
all right, he's
please.
now unblocked.
Please free him from the
Jesse and El
chains.
Dorado has been
Okay.
freed.
All right, way to go,
That's
Jesse.
my fault.
Jesse, welcome. Thank you. Yeah.
Now Tanner has texted in, the Reverend Tanner.
Yes.
Says that Hal Mummy definitely missed an opportunity to name his son the.
If he was a Hollywood celebrity, they'd done
The Mummy.
The Mummy, like Northwest.
That's right. JT. Now, Bill, are you going to go to the kayak park to meet girls?
Is there a kayak park?
In Siloam, apparently there is a kayak park.
I'm not going to Siloam.
Why? You went to you almost went there today. I mean, you were halfway there going to the restaurant.
Yeah, but you told me it was just right across the street.
It was across the street. It's 2 miles from here.
I don't want to go to Siloam.
Okay. All right.
There is a Siloam Springs Kayak Park, and it is free.
See, there you go. It's free.
That's right.
Andy Mountain Home just started a new job today.
There you go, Andy.
Both his supervisors and bosses drive Subarus. Should I quit? I say yes. You don't need that in your life. Bailey in Springdale, Bill's Lake Voyage is the only thing shorter than Dana Altman's Fayetteville Voyage. Ouch. Ouch.
With your permission, I'd like to end my career here. Thank you very much. And the most half-hearted hog call in the history of the school. Oh, what a day. I was there. That was some day, man.
This is a great question from Russell and Mountain Home. Are kayakers the bicyclists of the water? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes, they drive the smallest entity on the water and think they
got
own
their
it.
own park.
Yeah.
I don't think I own it.
Huh?
I don't think I own
Yeah,
it.
but you've only been on the water once.
And I got the hell out of the way when the big boats came in.
Yeah, after yelling at all those little kids.
Sure.
Car Chase Guy says the kayak park is really a whitewater park. Bill should learn to swim first.
Okay. But swimming is important. Or get yourself a life preserver or whatever. Yes.
Miserable Jerk in Missouri. Bill went to Beaver Lake on holiday weekend, but he won't go to a kayak park? Yeah, Bill, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
A lot of my life doesn't.
Bill, or would you maybe trade your kayak in for some bingo? Is that more your speed? I like good bingo.
Right, there's one right over here.
Man. Have you been to that?
No.
That is
Cutthroat.
No, that is the Magic City of bingo parlors.
All right. I like that.
Parlor's a word we don't use enough.
Good word.
I love a good parlor. Parlor games, bingo parlors,
Parlor tricks.
We don't use that word enough.
Good word.
Parlor.
Right.
Yes.
The password is parlor. Come sit in the parlor with me. Yeah, great word. All right. Hey, stay up to date and subscribe to all of the Hit That Line podcasts on the Hit That Line Podcast Network. It's a nonstop Arkansas sports, entertaining banner, and a variety of topics, mostly pertaining to sports. Just search Hit That Line wherever you listen to podcasts, or find them all on hitthatline.com and the Hit That Line Now app, which is powered by Taco Bell.
It's Tuesday, July 8th. I'm Bill Reed. That's your 4029 News Update. For more information on how to donate to flood victims in Texas, head to our website, 4029tv.com. A Fayetteville man remains in a Washington County jail this morning, accused of killing his 4-month-old daughter. 25-year-old Jacob Krause is accused of shaking his baby to death. His next court date is July 18th. The man suspected of killing 2 people in Alabama and 3 people in Oklahoma has entered not guilty pleas to amended charges that could include the death penalty if convicted. Stacey Drake is due back in court on September 8th. After a 4-year tenure, Arkansas Democratic Chair Grant Tennille will resign. His last day is next Tuesday. From the River Valley to Northwest Arkansas and everywhere in between, make 4029 your home for the best live, local, and late-breaking news.
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista.
I thought that was a members-only place.
No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit bellavistapoa.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
Fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt. We're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your headquarters for all things Razorback.
From clothing items like Nike, Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many more,
to a wide range of home, office, and fan cave decorations.
We even have furniture, a pool table, stuff for the yard, garden, and too much other stuff to mention.
So no matter if you're headed to the game or watching from your living room, stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville. That's 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Or stop by the Interweb store at shoponrazorback.com.
Whoa, that's a first, Dad. You actually got it right. How'd you do that?
Well, I use that Googleator thing.
And we're back.
Anyway, that was shoponrazorback.com.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and I have a plaque to prove it.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
You do your best to prepare for life's what ifs. Having the right insurance agent matters. Farmers agent Nathan McIntyre is here to help you understand your coverage options and make sure you're protected where it counts, whether it's home, life, commercial insurance. Nathan provides personalized service. Call Farmers agent Nathan McIntyre today at 479-282-1688.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by farmers, truck or fire insurance, exchanges, or affiliate products not available in every state.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but when those uncertainties become a reality, you need someone you can count on. Kevin Crone, your local farmer's agent, is here to help guide you through it all. The coverage for your business, call farmer's agent Kevin Crone today at 479-846-0836.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by farmers, truck or fire insurance, exchanges, or affiliate products not available in every state.
Summer's heating up and accidents don't take a vacation. Whether it's a fender bender on a road trip or hail damage from a recent storm, you need a collision repair team you can trust. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned for over 40 years and proudly holds iCar Gold Class certification, ranking them in the top 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For dents and dings to hail damage repair, their expert technicians make your car look like new. Call 479-751-3801 or go to CourtneyHollingsworth.com to schedule your estimate today.
Taco Bell's new crispy chicken tacos and burritos are so delicious.
Wait, Taco Bell's a chicken place now?
Nope, they're a taco place.
So this crispy chicken taco's from another chicken place.
No, it's from Taco Bell.
But this chicken is all white meat with avocado ranch. Gotta be from a chicken place.
It's coated in crispy tortilla chips. That's Taco Place.
I don't know. It seems like Taco Bell's just a chicken place now.
Well, the crispy chicken also comes in burritos.
What is even real?
Try the new crispy chicken tacos and burritos from Taco Bell. Your taco place that's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact code for availability.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 53 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Yes. Bailey's Texas, baby, laugh here. Can we change the countdown from football to basketball?
No,
Zach?
we cannot. No.
We don't even know the start date yet. Is part of the problem there. So,
and I don't want it. I don't want to do it.
Well, it's just the same.
No,
it's
stop
close.
it. No.
You could do it.
No, I can. I don't want to.
I think you could do it.
No. I'm against this.
So here's what's going on Ruskin and Zach. We don't get to talk to anybody from the U of A anymore unless it benefits them.
Right.
An occasional NIL person coming in here to pump up some charity thing or whatever. Fine. But we don't get to talk to coaches or anymore. So our reaction to this is, to hell with you. We'll go find some coaches that'll talk to us. So today at 5 o'clock, we're going to visit with Appalachian State head coach Dow Loggins here on Ruskin and Zach. And I think you will enjoy the conversation that we will have coming up at 5 p.m. today here on Ruskin and Zach with head coach of the Appalachian State Mountaineers, Dow Log.
He is
Arkansas alum. by the way.
Arkansas alum.
Yep.
Arkansas born and raised.
Right.
Has very strong opinions about where things may stand. He and I talk probably 2 or 3 times a week.
Right.
He is the guy I consult a lot when I see football things. Go, hey, what is this? And so he is he's very knowledgeable in a lot of different areas. Great guy.
Well,
great guy to sit and talk to.
But again, we get the freeze out over there, and maybe it's because of the thing 3 years ago, and maybe it isn't. I don't know. But the hell with you. We'll go find our own thing to do. That's fine. There are more people in the world coaching than the people over there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do our own work here. That's fine.
Goonie wants
Plus, nobody over there has anything interesting to say anyway. So it
Goonie
all
wants
works
Dow
out
here tomorrow.
Okay.
Goonie's
a fan.
Dow's
All right.
he's got a big year.
That's right.
He's in a place where he can win.
Right.
And little known fact. I mean, he is the head coach at Appalachian State, which has had a history lately of winning. But
you didn't say little known fact in a Cliff Clavin voice. How dare
sorry.
you?
A little known fact there, Normie. Thank you. You're welcome. But Eli Drinkwitz is the guy that recommended Dow to Appy State because Eli had a little success over there as well. So
right,
and they are very close friends. So it's fun to listen to those two talk occasionally. And Dow is a very knowledgeable guy. I mean, he's career NFL assistant, 15 years in the league, been in college for a couple. Man, he's part of that turnaround down in South Carolina.
Yes.
Lenora Sellers didn't just land at South Carolina. Dowell brought him in. That's a guy that can recruit.
And he got Rocket Sanders there, too.
And this year he's got Dubinion and a couple other Arkansas guys. But if you go look, I just did this a minute ago. If you look at like the recruiting rankings, now Dowell at one point when he was here was the #1 recruiter in the nation. Like he had all the 4 stars and that group, the guys that were committed and then decommitted once he left. Those are all Dowell guys. He is killing it. Recruiting wise, at Appy State.
So how does this work when you go from assistant to head coach? Because I follow this very little. I find recruiting tedious and boring, and I just don't. I can't get excited about stuff that might happen 3 years from now. I've got other things that are interesting to me that will happen within those 3 years. That I just can't get fired up about somebody saying they're going to play here 3 years from now. It doesn't interest me. So how does it work? Because this is similar to what happened with Pittman. Pittman came in here with this reputation, false, might we add, that he's this great recruiter. Well, now he's a head coach, and they don't recruit that good. So how do you? And maybe we'll ask him this. How do you bridge that gap? Where you're the great recruiter to make sure that doesn't drop off because you don't get to recruit as much as the head coach.
Pittman doesn't recruit. He's the closer. He's the guy, it's the assistants go out and recruit. And when you've got top-notch recruiters, Dowell was one of those guys when he was here. Their classes were good. The players that they were able to maintain. Walker White was at one point committed to Arkansas. Dowell was recruiting him, and Dowell leaves, and the whole thing falls apart. These are guys that you need to go get. And Dowell was that bridge in a lot of cases. He became, their de facto recruiting coordinator. They didn't have that; they had a void there, and he kind of became the guy. But was an in-state guy, could talk. He knew a lot of them. Knows all the high school coaches. You need those guys. You have to have those guys to bridge that gap. So if you've got a 4-star over in Searcy, and you can call the head coach and go, "Hey, dude, I need to talk to this guy. We really want to, we want this guy." And if you're not making any inroads, you've got to have a guy that can sort of bridge that gap, and that is how you recruit. Is you get in with these coaches and you make that phone call. You're not cold calling recruits, which in some cases it feels like Arkansas is doing. They're just getting out the phone book and cold calling people.
Right. Arrogance again. We'll just show up and they'll just be so excited that we'll just show up and that'll be that. Arrogance.
Brandon Gravett. We need him to be mildly successful, but not too much.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
get to the calculus on
here's
that.
The thing, though, like where he is, and this goes for any coach that's at one of these group of fives. If you go and you have success at one of these schools, there are doors that are going to open. And where he is, in Western North Carolina, there are a lot of jobs in there. NC State's in there. UNC when Belichick washes out. Clemson, Dabo ain't going to be there forever.
Right.
He could return to South Carolina. There were a lot of places he could go if he chose to leave Boonville, North Carolina. From what I understand, he loves it there. And of course he does. I mean, it's first year and, we'll see how it goes. But if he's successful there are going to be a bunch of doors that are going to open for him.
It's Boone, North Carolina.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Boonville.
I was thinking of Boonville, Arkansas. Of course. I think state first.
Not Appalachian State in
Boone,
Booneville,
North Carolina.
Arkansas.
Beautiful out there. It's up in the mountains.
Oh, one of the best things on social media, which has plenty of terrible things, is when they start showing pictures of autumn around the stadium in Boone, North Carolina.
Oh my gosh!
The colors are
it's
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The foliage. Is it foliage or foliage?
No, it's
foliage.
Foliage.
All right. Unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. And is it poinsettia or poinsettia?
Poinsettia.
Okay. All right. Very fancy.
Yeah, well, this would be, you'd probably DoorDash poinsettias.
I see. All right.
But we'll talk to him later.
Yes, we will.
And we'll talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yes. That's right. Shut us out. Fine. We'll go find our own people to talk to.
And look,
jerks.
we ain't done getting other coaches. Coaches for winning teams.
Exactly. We need to get some successful people on there for crying out loud. There you go.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
You guys hear this?
What, all the hammering?
All the hammering next door? Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're those guys over there. They
I'm
didn't
not
get.
sure it's worse.
Is the bird dog over there?
No, I didn't see.
Okay,
I didn't see the bird dog.
Okay.
No, they didn't get to work in the first half of the day because of the rain. So now they're going like double time over there trying to get the roof put on at the new place. They got the old roof off mostly, and now they got to put the new roof on.
Dr. Tyler says, look at their baseball stadium in the fall.
Okay,
And here's Bailey saying App State ends with A State. He guarantees that Appy State will win more than Arkansas will.
Okay, all right.
Russell Mountain Home wants to know what Harding's championship coach is doing.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. You may hear from him.
He's
Who
still
knows?
there.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And we like coaches that win.
Yeah,
a lot.
that's right. Yeah, he's an actual national champion. Paul Simmons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
they're
good.
Really,
it's gonna be interesting this year. They got a lot to replace off the last couple years.
But that system, like you know this, that's plug and play.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't have to have great athletes. You have to have smart, talented athletes. Know what they're doing. You don't have to have 4 stars to run that system.
Like it.
Brian in Cave Springs would like to know. He would like an update on Squirrel Haggard. I saw him yesterday.
Well, I heard him tap dancing above my head before the show.
Yeah, he's fine. Now we have not. I've not seen Mrs. Squirrel Haggard.
No, that we have not seen. No.
That one has escaped me. So I don't. Now I did see one of the millipedes yesterday.
Yeah,
but I'm to the point where like they've been here long enough. I don't want to squish them.
Yeah, they suffered enough.
I don't want to be. And I did. I stepped on a bug today, and I did apologize. Like, sorry, brother. It's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, but thank you, Brian, for your interest in the various wildlife living in the ceiling of the radio station.
Yeah, good. Sometimes
it's a valid question.
Sometimes we forget because we're here with them every day.
Right.
We forget that they're part of the show too.
That's right.
As much as the hole in the ceiling.
Right.
Which I can fix. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's on my list.
Russell and Mountain Home in a squirrel divorce. Who gets the nuts? Way to go, Russell.
Russell, take a lap.
Go Bombers.
take a lap.
Let's go. I mean, go Harrison. I mean, whatever. I don't know. Whoever you're rooting for, go them. That's right.
Wes from Springdale is texting. Wes is having a bad day and would like to hear meat between buns.
Meat.
Oh, look at here.
Meat.
It is a bit of a pick me up. Is it not?
Meat between buns. Nuggies. Meat between
3,
buns.
4,
Meat between buns. Meat between buns.
Yeah. My dad thinks Coach Simmons would be a very entertaining interview.
Oh, I think you may get your wish.
They're
on
big
that.
supporters. They sit down there on the wall for the home games.
Sure.
Until the weather gets bad, then they leave. Or if it's halftime and they're up 40-0, they leave.
Yeah.
You got to beat the crowd to go get dinner or something. It's true.
Is your mother still snapping photos of the bathrooms?
No, that was the one time.
It was a one-time deal.
That was a brand new facility.
Right.
You don't know. They had the same crummy restrooms and concessions for like 30 years. It was terrible. Then they win the national title, and boom, we got new bathrooms, new concession stands. Look at us rolling over here.
Scott, the tortilla guy, thinks Dow's going to get fired for coming on the show.
Well, now there was someone I did mean to read this, and I forgot to. Someone did bring up our track record with guests that come on this show. I mean, Kendall Diggs couldn't hit his weight after he appeared here, and
so you're blaming us?
Well, the Ruscin and Zach karma is not iconic.
No, it's not great.
it's really not. we've had some problems there with that stuff. But hey, what are you gonna do? You can't win them all.
No, we haven't won any of them actually.
No, we have won one.
We're trying to get a one-game winning streak.
Haven't won a darn thing.
Let's
right.
see.
All right. Now I'm trying to figure out when I can go to Cersei for a game this year.
I'm going. I told Dallas they're playing JMU.
JMU just missed UVA
on November 15th. I figure I can run in, see the parents real quick, catch a game.
Yeah,
and take the kid on a college tour of UVA and JMU.
Well, they have a home game on my birthday.
There you go.
And Arkansas isn't playing. So that might be your winner, Judge, right there. That might be it.
A good question here from Bailey. Will the university turn off the phone lines in Springdale right at 5 p.m.?
That's
Probably.
Very possible. Luckily, we have our crack security team to be ready for any
They want to. They're probably on the phone with AT&T now.
They're looking to avoid some sort of cyber attack at the radio station. We're all over it, so don't worry. We've got people playing defense.
And Bill is downloading malware bytes right now.
Yeah,
just to keep us in the green.
That's right. There you go. Let's see here.
Dr. Tyler's going to see the Bisons play Arkansas Tech.
Yeah, they're in Russellville this year. They always end the year with that game. So that's what happens there. All right. Well, you can text us or call us if you want to, or you can just sit there. I don't know.
Either way.
877-377-6963. That's the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. My dad says there might be a coaching search on my birthday.
Fair.
Could be a very eventful first weekend in October.
Could.
It really could.
It really could.
It could. I don't know. Or they just bring up the interim, and then we have a 2-month auditioning process. Because, you want to get a head start.
Well, yeah. You want to look, if you're going to do it, you do it early.
You want to get a head start.
Cut bait early and then and get a head start, which means
That's what they say.
You're
anyway.
Pushing out the barbarians at the gate is what you're doing. You have a bunch of angry people. They and by firing the coach, you go, look, we got rid of them.
See, we did something.
Right.
Look at us go. All right. Hey, oh, wait a minute. Jamie wants to call in.
Jamie wants to get fired.
Okay.
So Jamie wants to come in, talk to us, and then
talk bleep about his current employer.
No. And then hopefully it rubs off on him and he gets fired.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. He wants some of that. Some of that karma.
He wants
hashtag karma.
Jungle karma.
Okay, good.
Didn't we change laws for Pittman and things like state laws, like on?
Well,
taxes?
for Petrino, we did.
Okay, all right.
Didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I mean, by proxy, you get the Sam thing on that.
I don't know.
Okay.
They changed the law where you don't have to pay taxes on NIL money.
They did that too.
Right. So, you got to find your bookkeeper to, move the numbers around there.
Bailey would like to know, do you think Nick Saban would like Fayetteville?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh. There are moments on TV where he's really good. There are moments where he's really good.
Yeah.
But, that gas bag next to him, McAfee, just steals all the spotlight.
Yeah, speaking of which, McAfee will be doing the home run derby.
Oh, good.
I am excited.
Good. He's on the Stephen A. plan. Let's just put him on everything.
I'm just excited he's going to get an outlet now.
ESPN
he can actually talk. They got nobody else.
I know we're an affiliate, but, we're not owned by the people, so I feel like I can have some criticism here. Man, they're just the worst at some of this stuff. You pay someone $18 million, and what that means for the audience is you have to shoehorn them into every single thing that they put on the air.
Yes.
And it is so annoying.
It's for the
Stephen A. shouldn't be doing NFL stuff, and McAfee shouldn't be on the home run derby. It's absurd.
It's for the casual fan.
For the casual fan. So the ratings can go up 1/10 of a point. Like, McAfee being on or not being on the home run derby is not the difference between millions of viewers, all right? It's going to get what it's going to get, depending on who's in it. Not who's announcing it or walking around out there. And they should let Berman do one thing a year, the home run derby.
That's it.
The only thing he did that was great towards the end was a home run derby. And the rest of this is just...
Yeah, it's all show.
And Ravitch shouldn't be allowed anywhere near it. It's so boring. But, I mean, this is what they do. I just hate this. This plan is so annoying.
It's just
Tony Romo makes a bunch of money, but you know what he does? Football.
He does.
They don't put him in on the other stuff. You don't see him on March Madness.
But they put him on golf.
Okay, but he plays golf a little bit.
I played golf.
But they don't put him on March Madness.
No, they don't.
Okay? They don't put him on March Madness.
Where did McAfee show up the other
And
day?
they don't put him on the Masters, which is the biggest golf property
Put
they have.
McAfee at the hot dog eating contest.
That would be good.
That would fit.
I don't have a problem with McAfee. I have a problem with management over there.
Okay.
It's like, well, we paid him all this money. We got to shoehorn him in. I mean, let him do Sports Center then. Good Lord.
How about McAfee at Wimbledon?
There you go. Yes. He'd be great at Wimbledon. Those Brits wouldn't know what to do.
I don't know about great. He would be at Wimbledon.
Oh, my Lord. Man. It's so annoying. Like, you don't want someone to make a lot of money because they're just going to get just run through. They call it the car wash for a reason. You just you're on everything. Yeah. And Barkley, this is why Barkley never wanted to work there, because he didn't want to do, 100 things.
right.
He wanted to do the one thing, and that's it. Yeah, they need to put McAfee out there with Marty Smith on some sort of alt cast at the Masters next year. That's what they need to do. That'd be good.
Okay. All right.
I just hate the way they do that. And they're going to put Stephen A. on Monday Night Football. And, like, who cares?
You don't watch Monday Night Football anyway.
Right.
So how does it affect you? You don't
Well,
watch
I do
it?
watch Monday Night
No, you
Football.
don't.
Yes, I like watching the NFL. You know what I mean? And it just bothers me. You know what I mean?
No, I
Okay, all
really
right.
struggled to get what you were getting at.
Okay. Are those the two? Who's like the third biggest star over there? Well, I mean, Herb Street makes a lot of money, but you know what? They just put him on college football.
But yeah, he does what he does his
Buck
thing.
and Aikman. Why can't they do that? Buck and Aikman make $15 million, and they just do Monday Night Football.
That's beneath the office for them to be bounced around.
I mean, Buck did a couple of baseball games, but that's fine. He's got he's got the credibility to do that. He did call like 20 World Series or something on Fox.
He did. He's qualified. McAfee
Yes,
is
he
not.
is. That's
McAfee
right.
is not.
Yeah, but you
Neither
know what
is
they don't
Stephen A.
do? They don't throw Joe Buck in at the U.S. Open.
No.
They don't throw him in on golf.
No.
They don't throw him in on college basketball. They don't throw him in on the NBA. They keep him on his thing. Why can't they do that with these other guys?
Because they don't have a thing.
You're going to get a lot of L. Duncan thrown down your throat. Here's short.
Is she making a lot of money?
She is.
Okay.
But McAfee and
Well, I
Stephen A.
always
Smith,
turn the TV off.
They don't have a thing that they're known for. They're known for just talking. Like Stephen A. Smith was, I thought ESPN and ABC's coverage of the NBA draft was horrific. I thought it was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Did you watch ESPN or ABC?
I flipped back and forth.
Oh,
I couldn't take the ESPN thing after a while, so I flipped over to ABC because at least they were talking about basketball.
See, I thought it was the other way around. I thought ESPN was talking basketball and ABC was talking fluff.
No, it was Kendrick Perkins, and they were talking about, what's the guy from South Carolina talking about his girlfriend, and it's just like, come on, this isn't what I signed up for. And I was really disappointed NBA TV didn't do their own because I would have watched that.
Yeah, why don't they do that? NFL Network does their own draft.
And that's a better draft coverage.
Oh, yeah, right, because it's
1,000%.
It's just football mostly. All right. We sound like a couple of
We
crotchety
do sound
men
old.
here
We
now,
do.
don't we?
You sound old.
I am old.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. All right. We'll come back here in a minute. 877-377-6963. Get you in here on Ruscin and Zach. Hey, let me tell you about Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh team. What if you could sell your home with just 3 showings and get more than asking price? Well, that's what happened to Lindsay and Garrett when they were ready to upsize from their home in Tawny Town. They had outgrown the space and needed something bigger, so they trusted Tara Lindbergh to make it happen. And it worked perfectly. With just 3 showings, they got multiple offers and sold for more than the list price. That's less time on the market, less stress, and more money in their pocket. And because giving back is part of every win, a portion of the commission went to Samaritan House Snack Packs, supporting local kids in need. This family got their dream outcome while helping their community at the same time. And if you're thinking of buying or selling, work with a team that knows how to get it done and give back while they're doing it. That is Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. Get in touch with them today. You can go to lindberghteam.com and start the process there. Find out in seconds what your home is worth from the experts at the Lindbergh team, the team that has sold over $1 billion in real estate, the agent I would trust if I was selling my home. lindberghteam.com, LIMBIRD, lindberghteam.com, or Google Lindbergh Real Estate Group and check out the over 1,000 5-star reviews, lindberghteam.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know what I'm not doing, and I'm not going in the office.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane Team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane Cash discounts. The Crane Team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got trophies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box, now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5 sighs and thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new
provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED. But HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
You do your best to prepare for life's what-ifs. Having the right insurance agent matters. Farmers agent Nathan McIntyre is here to help you understand your coverage options and make sure you're protected where it counts. Whether it's home, life, commercial insurance, Nathan provides personalized service. Call Farmers agent Nathan McIntyre today at 479-282-1688.
We are farmers.
Underwritten by farmers. Trucker fire insurance, exchanges, or affiliate products not available in every state.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
You're hot.
Your news is brought to you by the Good
Is that
Chair.
live?
No.
Oh, okay. I can't tell
Is that
anymore.
Memorex? Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because we didn't have anywhere to sit. You can get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want to be seated in the Good Chair. His band, Raised on Radio, playing at George's this weekend. If you're out and about,
Yeah.
you can run by the Stadium Shop and ask Robert about it. He'll get you all the deets, as the kids say.
Probably got a flyer up, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Former Arkansas baseball player Luke Bonfield hired as an assistant coach at Pittsburgh. He'll work with outfielders and assist with offensive game plans. I didn't know there was one.
Is he an offensive coordinator?
It sounds like he's an offensive guru.
Oh, a guru. All right.
Four-star Braxton Lindsay out of Rogers, Arkansas. Just
Yeah.
BYU over Arkansas, Oklahoma, Miami, Missouri, and a bunch of others ranked as a four-star. ESPN, for some reason, has him listed as a defensive end. He is very much a linebacker. Promise you. I actually looked at game film today. He does not have his hand in the artificial pellets.
Yeah, because it's
I
not
can't even
dirt
say
anymore.
dirt anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? What do you say at baseball? Like it's a ball in the dirt?
Well, they still have infield dirt.
Not in high school, they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's rubber.
Yeah. Rubber doesn't.
Ball in the turf?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Your Ruscin and Zach Expo is brought to you by Island Hoppers. Planning your next summer vacation? Call TC for all your charter needs. Which of the following best describes how you are aging? Like fine wine, Mad Dog 2020, bottom shelf whiskey, or a rental car? 37.1% of you say you're aging like a rental car.
I'm aging like a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks.
In
And
the
I'm,
sun.
oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Curdling.
Do people who say I prefer hugs think they override people who prefer handshakes? You're an expert on this. 93.1% of people say yes.
Yeah. Hugs. I don't know.
Do you think that people that say it costs $0 to be kind realize it's $0 to be mean? 71.4% of you said no.
That's right. Why didn't they ever think of that?
They never thought of it. Would you be insulted if some millennial skipped your episode on Dateline NBC in which you're the victim because it's quote-unquote boring? 52.7% of you said no, you would not be insulted by that. Those are your Ruscin and Zach Expos. Hey, summertime's closing down. You're looking for an aerial tour of the greater Ozarks? Call TC at Island Hoppers. He will be happy to assist you.
Hey, you know how TV's kind of thin right now. There's not a lot to watch out there.
Yeah.
So we ended up on Dateline Secrets Uncovered the other day.
Oh boy,
a new season, like season 15 or whatever, episode 1, and sure enough, here's Keith Morrison with the blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah. We're going A-team right out of the gate.
Look,
baby.
when you've got a lousy product, you need the A-team to come out.
And he comes and hits the voice. Quiet community. Something was wrong.
Boy,
anyway, this woman got shoved out of her second floor window, and they were trying to figure out who did it.
The last person on earth that I would want like voicing my my demise is Keith Richardson, because
Keith Morrison.
Keith Morrison.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Keith Richardson.
Who's that?
I don't know. You matched up Keith Richards and Keith Morrison.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Like I wanted John Miller to be like voice my highlights, my obituary. But if it's Keith Morrison, it didn't end well.
No, you ended up inadvertently drinking paint thinner.
I was in a lake. I mean, I feel like I ended up in a lake, and that's
you got shoved out of the second story window.
If John Miller does it, he just.
Well, you had a great accomplishment.
Exactly.
Yes,
I had a fulfilling life.
That's right. Yes, but I was like, man, right out of the box, we're going with the A-teamer here. No Andrea Canning. Well, we got Morrison here, man. Love it. Okay. You should have called the cops, but you didn't do that, did you? Way to go, Jamie.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, Bill, can you say...
She always seemed to light up a room.
Bill, can you say it's a heartache?
Why you gotta play the music?
Poor Bill.
What?
I know.
He's taking on... I mean, he's just taking a beating here.
Hey, it's Bill.
It's a heartache.
Hits you when you're down.
A BE with a great point.
Yeah.
You're dead. Why do you care who voices your obit?
Well, I mean, you want to make... Because this is going to carry on for your kids and your grandkids.
He says let Marlboro Bill do it. I got to change the obit. Marlboro Bill.
Is that what it is now?
We'll have to get that recut. I called him Denver Bill in the open next week.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, yeah, that's next week. Are you excited
Monday.
about that?
Yeah, I am. I knocked this out this morning, and both of you seem pleased. So we're going to run with this thing.
Scott the Tortilla Guy would like to hear you do Betty Davis eyes, if you don't mind. This is a good song. Her hair, the first line is, her hair is Harlow gold, like Jean Harlow.
Oh.
Her hair is Harlow gold.
Her hair is
She lips sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold.
Here it comes.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
Yeah, I think we got a second career for you.
That is not a great argument for the case of music used to be better than it is today.
You don't like that song?
That song sucks.
No way.
Absolutely.
No. When they get to the
song.
clapping on the 2 and the 4, oh, man. Oh, it's fantastic.
Awful. And the best song with rhythmic clapping is Queen of Hearts by Juice Newton. Come fight me on that.
Radio Gaga.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Playing with the Queen of Hearts.
I disagree actually with both of you.
No.
You don't know? You don't know Juice Newton?
Well,
you don't know Queen?
No. I know, but I mean, if we're talking about the greatest song with clapping in it,
and I'm awaiting.
It's that thing you do.
Well, the greatest song with snapping in it is "I Love a Rainy Night" by Eddie Rabbitt.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good one.
I think that's snapping.
That thing you do with Chris Isaac and Liv Tyler,
in the church. Yeah,
that's the best song ever. With clapping.
Right. Okay.
You want to try another one?
No.
John Sebastian, 66, WNBC.
Welcome back.
What about the Prince theme? I'll be there for you.
Yeah,
the Rembrandts.
Yeah, the Rembrandts.
Yeah.
Or your first CD purchase, the Cardigans. Love Fool.
I did have that CD.
God, that's embarrassing.
I did have that one.
No,
I also bought the Hanson CD. If you want to be fully embarrassed about it, I did.
You bought Mop? What was the B-side?
I don't remember the B-side. I bought the album. I had the whole thing.
Now Porter says the best song with a whistle in it is "Patience" by Guns N' Roses.
No, Bad Girls.
Oh,
Bad Girls. What's her name? Donna Summer. Yeah.
That's not even close.
What did he say?
Another song about prostitution. He said "Patience" by Guns N' Roses. It's Paradise
City. Right, yeah, right.
I mean, let's be honest. They're putting this thing together. You know, the jamming in the studio. What's this neat whistle? Beep, beep. I mean, do you have to have
two different whistles?
Do you have to have some sort of talent? Now, like a slide whistle here would be great.
Well, in 9 to 5, you know that Dolly Parton song? That clicking sound is her acrylic nails up against the microphone.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they put it. She said they put it in the liner notes, like acrylic nails. Dolly Parton, like performing on the record. Song's about that.
This is the best song with a whistle in it.
Yes.
Here it comes.
You ask yourself.
They're making the deal right now on the radio. They're like everybody else. It comes from the nearest bar. Oh, I love this song. Porter, you're wrong. This is the best. Where's the whistle? I thought they had the second verse out.
I did too. What happened there? All right.
That's the best song with a whistle in it.
Yes. Someone says they're sitting on a dock at a bay. Okay, that's a human whistle. And
Yeah,
the best song with a human whistle is the theme to Andy Griffith. Period. It's a whole song. That's an easy one. That's a whistle, like a with the P in there and the whole thing,
Yeah. With the P.
Yeah, the little wooden ball in there.
wooden ball in there.
T.
The old man whistle.
Yeah, the old man whistle. All right.
Who is that
Hockey
female
whistle.
artist I missed? If you guys said who she was, what? English, man, English. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you gotta work
Somebody,
on that.
Robert from Bull Shoals would like to drug test you.
Fine.
Okay.
Be in a
Would
cup.
you pass?
Yeah.
What
I'm
are we
clean.
testing for? Is really the question.
I don't know. Oh man, the D-Light has the slide whistle. And Groove
man,
is in the hearts.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. All right. what
Oh,
else?
now Andy Mountain Home pointing out in John Denver's Country Roads, the jingles you hear are him with coins in his shirt.
Oh, good.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Got to get creative in the studio,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, man, anything that makes a sound can be used.
Right. It's true. Wow, this was a dumb 4-minute little detour.
Well,
wasn't
it's
it?
Porter's fault.
It is.
I mean, he
Porter's
said something dumb.
Well, I was starting about the best song with clapping in it is Juice Newton, Queen of Hearts.
All right.
You don't know that one?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you kidding me? I was around when it came out.
Yeah. Only fool. Yeah. Midnight, and I'm waiting on the 12:05.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm not old enough for the good drugs. How dare you, Robert? I know where all the good drugs are. Calm down. Oh man. Hey, it is a historic day.
It is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We can talk about that when we come back.
Okay, I like the tease.
See how we stretch this thing
I
out?
love that.
It's all about doing less work. That's what it's all about here. All right.
Amen. Amen. Whoop. Sorry, that's me.
Oh, Vin DeBona.
Yeah, Vin DeBona. That's my fault. Sorry. I was looking for something else.
That's okay. We'll edit that out. No one will know.
Nobody will know the
Nobody
difference.
will know the difference at all when the podcast drops on the Hit That Line Podcast Network later today.
I haven't heard from Christian or Colton today. I hope they're okay.
Well, they're probably actually having to work because they didn't do any work yesterday.
Yeah, well, they double up today.
And
you got to get it all done because they're both taking sick days on Thursday.
Our Hit That Line Podcast Network, where it's nonstop Arkansas sports, entertaining banter, and a variety of topics.
Are we the variety of topics?
I don't know.
Is that
I don't know what we're described in.
We talk sports, right?
Yeah.
Or did I black out and miss that?
No, we did it.
Okay.
You just had to go. There's just not enough to do 4 hours, so we have to pick our spots.
right.
You know what I mean? You can't.
Bunga.
That's exactly right.
Thank you, big.
Okay, it's almost 20 minutes now until the hour.
This is Ruscin and Zach,
I'm sick.
Wow.
Sick to my stomach.
ESPN Arkansas, and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Destiny is a matter of choice, and dinner is a matter of how much Taco Bell you want. Good thing you can choose from the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes to match what you're craving. What does your destiny hold? The classics for $5, the faves for $7, or a feast for $9 featuring the new crispy chicken burrito? Oh, why is Destiny holding them all? Someone help her. Choose your Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt. We're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your headquarters for all things Razorback.
From clothing items like Nike, Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many more,
to a wide range of home, office, and fan cave decorations.
We even have furniture, a pool table, stuff for the yard, garden, and too much other stuff to mention.
So no matter if you're headed to the game or watching from your living room, stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville. That's 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
or stop by the Interweb store at shoponrazorback.com.
Whoa, that's a first, Dad. You actually got it right. How'd you do that?
Well, I use that Googleator thing.
And we're back.
Anyway, that was shoponrazorback.com.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and I have a plaque to prove it.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go
Hogs.
Your home and auto are some of your largest assets to protect. Take the time to make sure you have the best protection for them with Biddle Armstrong Insurance. Biddle Armstrong Insurance is a leading independent insurance agency in Fayetteville, serving all of Northwest Arkansas. Biddle Armstrong shops your home, auto, and all lines of personal insurance with many of the leading insurance companies in the nation. They work to provide you with appropriate coverages, competitive rates, and excellent local customer service. Call Biddle Armstrong today, 443-0808.
Do you need a professional website for your business? Don't pay thousands of dollars up front for a site that takes months to build. Modular Orange brings you the easy and affordable way to get a custom website in just a few weeks. They write it, build it, launch it, host it, secure it, and keep it up to date for only $95 a month with no upfront cost. There's a reason service-based businesses across Arkansas trust Modular Orange. Go to modularorange.com and find out how they can help. That's modularorange.com.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but when those uncertainties become a reality, you need someone you can count on. Kevin Crone, your local farmer's agent, is here to help guide you through it all. The coverage for your business, call farmer's agent Kevin Crone today at 479-846-0836.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by farmers. Truck or fire insurance, exchanges, or affiliate products not available in every state.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team could give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hithatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach has been streamed in 151 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, we were streamed in Humpback-Covered Bridge, Virginia. You want to stream it to it? It's hithatline.com. You got one of them Google Play Alexa dot things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We'll send Bonnie Tyler over. Or you can get us on the now running like a North Korean car Hit That Line Now app.
Hey, Tyler, is that me?
I pointed right at you. I don't want there to be any sort of mistake.
Well, this is radio.
Yes, but there's a camera in front of me, and he's in front of me, and I said, here, let me We'll do this in slow motion.
Let's do it again.
We'll
Let's do it
send
again.
Bonnie Tyler. Yes. Put it
Oh,
right
we went
after.
to the VAR. on
Yeah,
that?
went to
Right.
VAR. We're watching soccer in here. Or
Yeah.
the footy, as some people would call
The
it.
footy.
The footy.
Yeah. 2-0 Chelsea in the 83rd
Yeah,
minute
not a
now.
surprise over Flavio, whatever this is.
Yeah. Hey, this is an auspicious day.
Okay.
It was 15 years ago today that the decision occurred. Remember
Is
that?
that stupid Jim Gray, LeBron
Yeah,
thing?
LeBron at the boys' club, taking my talents to South Beach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Who's that guy? Maverick Carter Production. Is that the
Yes,
guy?
yeah, that's him, yeah.
Or no, who's the other guy? The guy that's dating Adele.
That's Rich Paul.
Rich Paul. Yeah, Rich Paul Production. That's right. That's
Maverick Carter.
That's another agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rich Paul Production. Yeah. How about that?
Okay.
And then, for the next, 12, 13 years, all of the NBA GMs just had to, hang on because they were no longer in control of anything
That's
anymore.
correct. Yeah.
And now they're back in control
getting
to
there.
a certain extent.
Getting there.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago today.
Russ,
12 million people watch that stupid show.
Yeah,
Can you believe
because
that?
it's the middle of the summer. There's nothing else going on.
Yeah, on a Friday night, I
Right?
believe.
There's nothing going on. Russell Mountain Homes texts in. Humpback is why you always play the away game. Look, if you learn nothing else from this show, it's play the away game.
Listen to the man.
Listen to what I'm saying, because I've lost home games before.
Yes, you have.
You always
Puke on the stairs.
Pass out at the top of the stairs, drag them in. Yeah, it's really bad. You always play the road game. Always, boys. We learn nothing else around here. Play the road game.
Road game.
Road.
You're
whites.
in charge.
Road whites.
You're in
all
charge.
we got is all we need. Yeah, you're in charge of the exit visa.
Right.
Absolutely, 100%.
Right. Home game. You don't know when they're leaving.
Daddy, what's a road game?
Road or a home game. You don't know when they're leaving.
No, you don't.
You're not in control.
No. They could be there for.
And
they could spend the whole weekend.
They frown upon you just throwing them in the hallway. I mean,
Right,
you
don't
can't
like
do that.
That's bad. You can't. And asking them to leave is bad.
That
form.
also bad
Bad
form.
form.
Yes, right.
So, yeah, road game.
Listen to Zach, folks.
Please.
He knows what he's doing.
Yes,
here.
I've been on both ends of that.
That's right.
It's not great.
The road game is the way to
It's
go.
superior. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, don't leave your glasses there.
That's right.
Or your other set of car
You're
keys.
still looking for them 5 years later.
No, I know where they are. I know exactly where they are. Sometimes you have an earring left in your car.
That was her road.
Same
game.
person.
That's the problem.
The same person.
You see? You see what we're talking about
Yeah,
here?
you learn. You live, you learn.
That's all you can do.
That's why. Look, everything's an experience, right?
Right.
Some of it involves cops and tickets and getting your tires slashed, but whatever. Definitely not neutral site, Jamie, because somebody's paying for that. Road game. Road game.
Neutral site.
Right. Unless you're signed past a 10-day contract, it's road game. Always past a road game. Road game. Start on the road. Opening night.
The neutral site can be weird too because, what if you want to leave and then
like
they're just in the room?
Right, yeah,
Like,
then you're checking out. And it leads to a whole separate bunch of problems.
they could trash that room. That's your credit card. They're going to ding for $300.
Look, it is better to open the season on the road.
That's right.
Always.
That's right. You really find out what you got as a team on the road. Jamie texted in indoor or outdoor stadium. I like a roof.
Yeah,
I like a roof over my head. I'm going to be honest. And not a retractable roof.
No, not
like
a retractable
like
roof,
the Superdome.
Tents are bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Kayaks are bad. Hammocks are bad.
Hammock?
Yeah.
There's no way.
There isn't a way.
There is no way to do that.
There isn't.
No.
No, there isn't.
What the hell am I listening to?
I don't know.
A sports radio
That's
show.
exactly right.
Oh, Lord. A hammock. Get out of here. You're just arrogant if you're trying to pull that off.
Yeah,
That
you're
ain't happening, man.
showboating.
Yeah, you're spiking the football. Not happening there.
Sometimes, Bill, Derek and I have these moments of therapy, and it's really just for us. And, it just happens to be, 6 or 7 people are listening as we do it. It's just for us.
No, I know.
Right.
You notice we never,
clearly
we looked at each other the entire time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that was-
It was
yeah.
just us for a second.
Hey, listen.
Oh, I know.
I went to that Don Henley concert one night.
Mhm.
And he played Dirty Laundry, and he played Boys of Summer.
Great
and then
song.
in the middle, he's like, this one's for me.
Yeah.
And he played Shangri-La.
That's
not
terrible.
a great song.
That's a terrible
But he
song.
played it.
That's
He's like,
terrible
you know what? I've done 4 or 5 for you. This one's for me. I'm like, all right, hey, I respect him, man. Hey, at least he was honest.
That's not the one I'm looking
That's
for.
That's Boys of Summer.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, we don't have a great
All she wants to
selection.
do is dance.
That was a good pull,
Eh.
by the way, Derek.
What? That's all she wants to do is dance. Yeah.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Pick up the prisoners, put him in a pin.
He's like Rain Man. Like 2 or 3 notes, he'll pick something, but he has a blind spot in the early '80s, late '70s, early '80s.
I got problems.
He's not great there, but
I can name that tune in 2 seconds.
you think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Uno momento, por favor.
BE was Boys of Summer. Yeah, that was like a minute ago. I know there's a delay, but good Lord.
Come on, keep up, keep up or take notes.
That's Falco.
It is.
Amadeus.
Good for you.
Rock me,
well done.
Amadeus.
Well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
This is an easy one.
Yeah, it's Cold as Ice.
Okay.
Foreigner.
Yeah, this is an easy one.
1 note.
All right. Okay. That should be enough.
That's not Thriller.
No, that should be enough. See,
80s,
this is where
yeah.
this is where his blind spot
Yeah,
is.
So
yeah.
it really was kind of a deal when I beat him. with
Yeah,
Rock
no,
Wall.
that was a big deal.
Yeah, that would.
Don't know this one?
Come on.
Yeah, really.
Is it Dreamweaver?
It is.
Thank you, BE. I cheated on that one. I cheated.
Gosh.
I admitted it. Oh, Lord. Emma and Glenwood said this is why they're here, for conversations where
Exactly.
we just talk to ourselves. Okay. Yeah, people texted in Dreamweaver.
Yeah, they knew that. but
See,
you
I know
didn't.
the hook of Dreamweaver. I don't know if I've ever heard the beginning of Dreamweaver.
Oh,
That's
really?
The thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I've
All
ever
right,
heard
all
it start. I've always, you've always heard it and they start in the middle in a movie. They never start at the beginning. That is George Michael, Freedom 90, I believe. Yeah.
I got it.
Dude,
That's pretty good.
That's really
pretty
good.
good.
You know the other one that
that's actually really good.
You know the other one they played on the radio
Huh.
a lot was when he did "Don't Let the Sun Go Down" and
Yeah.
Elton John came out for the second verse.
Yep.
Oh, people
All right,
went
here you
nuts for
go.
that one.
Last one.
Oh, that's Hall & Oates from Bella Vista. Right?
Uh-huh. Well,
Rich
John,
girl.
Yeah. Okay. And John Oates lived in Bella Vista.
He
I
did.
had no
And
idea.
no one told you.
No. I'd have been on his lawn. I'd have been arrested 9 times.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Stalking John Oates.
That's right.
I would have.
Yeah. Been like Mark David Chapman.
Well, I'm not that crazy.
Just don't shoot anybody.
No, I just, hey, man. You remember that time you sang Rich Girl? That was awesome.
Roback.com. They've got the best gear for the summertime. Comfortable polos, shorts, pants, hoodies, all that stuff. Use code RUSH25 at checkout at Roback.com and get 20% off your first order. RHOBACK.com. Roback.com, where action meets comfort.
Hello, I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. Parts of the River Valley were hit with flash flooding today. The Boys and Girls Club on Main Street in Salisal, Oklahoma actually had to be evacuated. About 50 children were taken to a nearby fire station. 4029's Brett Rains is covering the aftermath, coming up on 4029 News. Well, Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders says the Arkansas National Guard helicopter teams are headed to Texas to assist with recovery efforts there. At last check, more than 100 people have died as a result of catastrophic flooding in Texas. 4029's Abner Sosa is updating the local response tonight on 4029 News. And the rain will subside as we go throughout the rest of today, although there could be some lingering showers in some places. Temperatures are much cooler today following that rainfall earlier. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee takes us through the rest of the week later on 4029. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
It's been over 2 years since Bobby Carpenter had regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. He needed relief from knee pain, but he wanted to avoid surgery.
I thought I might have to have my knee scoped, had some injuries, some lingering pain from stuff that I had been dealing with from years of playing professional football, and things had kind of flared up again. I started talking to a friend of mine who was orthopedic, and he was like, well, try to avoid surgery if you can.
And you absolutely can avoid surgery. QC Kinetics provides patients with state-of-the-art regenerative treatments, orthobiologics from your own body that help heal and restore damaged, aching joints. And we'll let Bobby tell you about that.
It was all of a sudden that one day, a couple of months later, I was here, let's go jog, let's try to see what I could do. And the more I did, I was pain-free with it, and it was actually a pretty remarkable process.
Before going under the knife, see if you're a candidate for non-surgical joint pain treatments at QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home, quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 53 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Here's a good idea. Robert says getting into a hammock is a sport.
Hammock jujitsu.
There you go.
You get like an oversized hammock?
Yeah.
Bill, you in on that?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you can do jujitsu in a car, and why do you call it jujitsu? Because there's no karate going on.
I don't know.
And I know that karate is an offensive term to the jujitsins. They're jujetsins, or what do we call them?
The Jetsons. Do-do-do-do. Remember the band used to play that song?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
We had the band tape.
Those were the good days when they
The
didn't
early
play Hey
90s.
Jude.
Yeah, the band in the early 90s put out a tape.
A tape.
Yeah, with all their band songs. And they played the Jetsons song. It was on side 2, I believe. Because, side 1, you've got the fight song and the anthem and all the big hits. Alma Mater, Mother of Mothers, We Sing Unto You, all that stuff.
Nobody knows the words to that. They only know the last three.
I know some of them. Pure as the dawn of something or another. And then everybody points to the building.
Right.
Aquarius.
The dawning of the age of Aquarius. That's right, yes.
Oh, you in fifth dimension.
Yes. Hair / the U of A alma mater. Right. No, but on the B side, the band plays the Jetsons, and as a kid, I liked it because when it got to that part, you could hear all the band yell, "Jane, his wife." It was just it made me look.
That was funny.
As a 9-year-old, it made me
back
laugh.
when the band had personality.
That's right. Well, Robkin was here, and things were better. So.
Weird. I hear that was the year after, or that was the year before I got here.
Coming up in less than an hour, Dowell Loggins, head coach, Appalachian State, joining us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline.
All right, I love you too.
Here on Ruscin and Zach. I think Ty will fall in love with him when he hears this conversation.
I believe that we will have to keep Ty and Dowell on opposite sides of media days eventually.
It's going to be like that one intern that wanted you to. They demanded that you give him Ernie Johnson's phone number, and you were like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Not only do I not have Ernie Johnson's phone number, no, that's a no.
Well, they put out the big blue book in the NBA, and it's got a bunch of stuff in there, and yeah.
Good question here for you, Bill. Is a kayak a water hammock?
Sure.
Here's somebody, Tyler in El Dorado, would like a quick rerun of Derek doing the ABCs to Mana.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Do I have that?
J, K, L, M. It was in there under the old law. It may have been purged.
No. Oh, okay. I would have been the one to purge it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and I've gone through and I've actually reorganized this.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. That means you're really not going to be able to find stuff.
No. Like, if somebody said it, I have it, their name, then what they said.
Oh.
Where before.
Look at this. Yeah. That's impressive.
Was it the alphabet thing, right?
Yeah. Give it a shot.
I got to find it first.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff.
I made a deal out of it, but I don't think I have that. Oh, turn down for what?
Hold on.
Okay. I forgot about that. Well, that's what it sounds like at a ball game. They got the bass up so high. It's like it's awful. Everything gets to know each other in your mouth. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's run through my best hits here.
I'm looking. You guys do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I don't think we have them. Oh, no. Here it is. Go ahead. Give it a shot.
Phenomena.
A, B, C, D, E.
Phenomena.
F, G, H, I.
Phenomena.
J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Z, Y, and Z.
There you go.
Man,
since we're doing requests,
so much talent wasted.
I think talent is we're throwing that word around kind of like great.
Yeah.
Talent is on loan. No, is
talent on loan
from God.
With half our brain tied behind our back just to make it fair.
Great question here, the 479. Bill, did you ever name your ship?
I have.
Okay. And it's offensive, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so yeah, we're there.
I can't say that. Can't say that. Anyway, Dowell's coming up here. 877. No. Yeah, that's it. 377-6963. Second guess myself, man.
It's fine. I do it all the time. I think 3 out of 5 days every week on the Twitter, I put the wrong phone number in.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, so Jesse and El Dorado helping us out there to find the audio. Thank you, Jesse.
Abner.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
No. It's an alias.
Abner, when you send them in, I have to relabel them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go over here and check the other line.
Okay, good.
And
let's see if we got any roustabouts over there.
Okay, so here's a text out of the 479 that came in about an hour ago.
Yeah.
The best song with whistling is Winds of Change by the Scorpions.
Okay.
Brent in Rogers, we're going to call you out because you're texting the old line.
Again, the assignment was not whistling. assignment was best song with a whistle. Not whistling.
Jason and Rogers still texting the old line. Bill, sounds like you just got back from a Gilbert Godfrey impersonation contest. Here's a text for both of you out of the 479. This came in a little while ago.
Okay, all right.
Who do you look to have a breakout year for Arkansas football?
Breakout as in get to break out of here?
As in entering the portal?
I don't know. Not a tight end. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
That's right.
In order for one to break out.
And I'll say it out loud. I hope Hunter gets got.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Okay.
Sniper.
Wow. Yeah, from left field. Wow.
That was a very gravelly voiced man wanting the AD
Kim
to
Carnes.
get canned here. Wow.
Here's a good question, and I just lost it. Do you think Big Mike drives a Subaru? Bill?
Good Lord, I hope not.
I don't think you're allowed to drive Subarus in Waldron.
No,
You'll get with
that chicken.
You'll get fired upon.
There was somebody yesterday, and I forget who it was, who was texting in, who thinks that Big Mike knows how to signal the chicken and get him to crow. He thinks this is. We need a camera on him to see how he and the chicken.
Omega Blake is your breakout star, by the way. Omega Blake,
wide
that's
receiver,
right.
Charlotte. Okay,
Yeah, Omega Blake. There you go.
Text out the 870 was the lady watching the roofers today. I don't believe so.
No. They're out there, and she's not out there. There's no babysitter out there. They're on their own, so they must have all the supplies that they need because, no one's out there to gopher.
Yeah, and it rained all morning here, so I don't know what I don't know what the I don't know what the rules are on that.
Gavin says if Hunter could have understood that, Bill, he'd be furious.
He'd be furious. You'd get a letter
from the desk of your AD.
Yeah, we haven't got one of those in a while.
No, we haven't. You got to figure one's coming out here with the football getting started in 53 days, right?
Yeah, he's mysterious.
We're due for a letter from the desk of our AD, aren't we?
Not wait. Yeah, well,
I have them all framed.
Well,
I print them.
Talking season shows up. He's gonna have to start making the rounds.
Yep.
So he's going to he's going to reappear, and he's like Punxsutawney Phil. Okay. He pops out on July 1st.
All right, let's cut through the nonsense here. All right. He always goes down to Basil's club.
Uh-huh.
Is he going to still be employed here and be able to do that this year?
Ooh, well, they've got beef now.
They got beef now.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, they're going to sell some tickets if that does come to pass. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they don't fire both people in the same, football season because that worked out so well in 2017.
It didn't. No, it was actually
but I don't know what order. I don't know if you make a move, what order you go in. And I'm not in charge of making that decision, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Ryan from Bentonville has texted in, can we play Meat Between Buns? It's been a day.
Meat.
Look at this.
Meat.
Bringing people together.
It only takes 4.
Between buns. Meat. Between buns.
Meat. There you go. If that makes you guys happy, that's why we're here.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. Trying to make your day better. A little bit brighter.
Here's a text of the 479. This is mean. Bill, my vacuum broke, so I put a Broncos sticker on it, and it sucks. Wow. Let's go to Kim Carnes for an instant reaction.
So it works.
Yeah, it's working again.
There you go.
Hacker claims the next from the desk of your AD is going to be, we finally got that money back from Iamaleava.
Probably.
What happened with that?
Nothing.
Has that gone anywhere?
No, they employed the settlers, so I expect them to get a portion of it back at some point.
There's been no court filings on this that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anything.
So they're just sending nasty grams back and forth.
Well, no, if they got the money back, they would certainly be out front. Yurichek would be out having a press conference.
They'd be lighting it on fire.
Absolutely, yeah. He'd have a cigar made of dollar bills. Great question here from Bailey. Who spent more time at their desk this week, Hunter, Remy, or Sam? That's a jump ball. I don't think any of them are in the office.
Hey, come to Arkansas. Figure it out when you get here.
Here's any word about ticket sales? Are we up or down? I haven't heard anything official, but we'll start to. I'll tell you what. When they start discounting tickets and offering you more, right, it's not going well.
Well, I mean, they're having us do live reads for the tickets, so that tells you where things stand right there.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. If we're helping ticket sales, we got a problem.
All right. Well, this program, the Razorback fans have thrown their hands up. They just don't care anymore. So the Mizzou fans, ever the opportunists, are taking over the Ruscin and Zach
Fire
show.
away.
Jason in Missouri. What's up, Jason?
Hi, fellas. I've missed you. How's things going?
Great. How are things?
Good. Good. Well, it's all right. We're going to share a little joy. I just heard a little bit of your show as I was getting in the car. That song with a whistle, the Andy Griffith Show theme.
That's what I said. Yeah.
No. You mean whistling.
Yeah,
Best,
that's right.
Best song with a whistle is Bad Girls by Donna Summer.
Right. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Or Jungle Love by Steve Miller.
Oh, I had not considered
I
that.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Paradise
Triple
City, the
score.
bronze medalist.
Right.
Yeah, indeed. Boys, help me out with something. I heard you before you went on 4th of July. What's the story with your GM saying you can find out what's going on at Arkansas if you just get here? Basically, that was like the paraphrase.
Hold on, I got the cut
Walk me
here.
through that.
Yeah, hold tight. We'll pull it up for you.
Find
I'm
it
with
here.
you.
Where is this at? Oh, here it is. All right.
You ready?
Just a moment. Oh yeah, this is a layup. This is a lollipop question for the new GM, Remy Cofield.
Now that you've been here for a little bit, what's your sales pitch to some of these athletes?
Come to Arkansas. You'll figure it out once you get here.
Hey, everybody, come to Missouri. You'll find out we just don't call it Missouri. Watch out for the bugs below 60.
Yeah, y'all got bugs the size of cars up there. It's unbelievable.
Oh, no, we've got sci-fi channel nightmares in Springfield to Sykeston. But that's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
Hey, but
what would it be like? Ian Ziering and Bugzilla, some kind of crap like that.
Are y'all
But,
going to beat UCA in the opener, or are we going to have to worry about that?
Hey, are we going to put down some fun bets on that, all three of us, or what?
No.
Are we going to go there?
No.
Let's go there. Come on.
No. Play a
Come
real
on.
team.
I'll make one. I'll make one for you. If Central Arkansas beats Mizzou, I won't call into your show for 6 months. Guaranteed.
How does that help me?
Yeah, but how do you win if you win though?
Well, honestly, I can't think of anything else. I just figured I would help you guys
Okay,
out.
all right.
I mean,
You're helping us
since
out.
The
Oh,
Mizzou
good.
people, since the Mizzou people are taking over your show.
They
as you
are.
put it.
They are. We get
Yeah.
we've got the most callers we have are Mizzou fans now. The Razorback fans just don't know what to do
Do
anymore.
we have like a certain stench that would like make us appeal to you Missourians?
Could it be that you got silly season going on and there's really nothing else going on? They just went on vacation. Don't hurt your own people, fellas. Come on now. That's not right.
Why
You didn't do anything.
I mean,
Why do y'all need front license plates?
why do we need back
Yeah.
license plates? Actually, here's the thing. We only in this state only have to have one side now. Thanks, Governor Keel, which, by the way, is not a nice thing. You do need both sides of the plate. Here's the thing. You guys could be drug runners for all I know, coming through my state. I don't know. I need to know who you are. So I'm a big believer in two plate.
Okay, you're a 2-plate guy.
You couldn't just stop us and ask us?
Do you know where you boys are talking to? You don't pull people over here. And I'm sure it's no different than the state of the natural either. You just got to be careful who you pull over around here. Some people are a little bit off. And yes, that's a tape you can put into your highlight reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hey, is my Scooby-Doo laugh as part of your intro? I heard it the other day as I was going through. Is that me doing that? Or
No.
is that from another tape?
That's me.
Because it kind of sounds like mine.
It's
is
me.
that you?
It's me.
All right. Well, I was going to give you another one as a go out, but
Go ahead.
since you got it all figured out.
Go ahead.
Fine.
That's great. I love how the crappy Missouri cell phone
Yeah.
dropped out in the middle of it. Man, come on. Guy's on cricket or something or whatever. I don't know what it is. Somebody what's that one that Ryan Reynolds has? He's on Mint. Yeah, he's on
Here's
Mint
a text
Mobile.
on
That's what he's on.
479 for Jason. You don't have to run drugs through Missouri. You can just buy them there.
That is true.
Hacker says, I hate that guy.
Boy, what a pompous phone call that was, wasn't it? That was very.
It was a little, yeah. It was a
That
little
was very.
aggressive.
I'm better than you, and I know it. That phone call. Good Lord. Settle down.
Tyler says he's on Boost Mobile.
I don't want to upset anybody. We might have a deal with cricket cooking or something.
Maybe.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But I mean, I know we don't have a deal going with Mint Mobile. So
No. Ryan Reynolds not a friend of the program.
No, he's not. Oh man. Patton Hawasi thinks that was the miserable jerk from Missouri. Maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Porter would like to nominate Jason as the early bum of the week.
Okay,
I can get on board with that.
We will. So let that be written. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all right. I can get on board with that.
Yeah. This is the time-honored tradition. Why not call the Missouri radio shows? Because it's not fun to do that when you're the Missouri fan. You want to call our show.
This is what happens when you win all the time.
Right, exactly.
You get to the winners write history. Keep that in mind. They get to rewrite all of your history because you can't beat them. Start winning, and they'll shut up. It's pretty simple.
Right. Man. And Drink's 38 and 24, which is good, but I mean, it's not like he's Urban Meyer up there or anything. I mean, calm down a little bit. Let's have some perspective here.
Yeah, true.
And Phil Steele has picked them 12th in the conference this year.
Woo!
Woo!
That's a tough one right there.
Yeah. Yeah, better be talking now. I don't know how much you'll be talking in the next 3 months.
Well, I mean, you know what happens at the end of December.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Your prediction. He's leaving. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
It's on the wall of promises behind me there. Drink is out of there.
Colton is going to the basketball media practice tomorrow. What questions do we want to ask Cal?
I don't know. Basketball media practice.
Yeah.
Why does the media need to practice playing basketball?
That sounds, that
they're not playing.
I hope
the players are playing.
Got a defib there if the media's out there. I think they should probably draw some blood and do some cholesterol testing.
Right. I hope it's not shirts and skins.
There's not a chance Colton's playing with that pinky.
No. With that S-shaped pinky he's got. You stepped on my joke, so I'll say it again for comedic effect.
Please go ahead.
I hope it's not shirts and skins.
Ugh. Ugh. Let's see here. Colton, let me get back to you on that.
No, I think you have plenty of good questions. You don't need our help.
How about, hey, guys, what are we banging threes this year? It's a legit question, right?
But if you got guys banging threes,
it'd be funny to know, like, how's the money going? Like, are they, like, good, or, like, are they hurting a little bit, or how's that working out? Is the cash faucet still wide open there with Mr. Tyson, or?
Yeah, great question. Is the faucet still open?
That's right. Is the gravy train still up and running?
Colton now listing off players that he can take in the paint.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, Colton.
Delulu.
Yeah, well, he's talking about writers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was on the team. Like, oh, no. Oh, no. This is a real team. This is no.
No.
All right. Well, we've wasted another 19 minutes.
Yeah, isn't that great?
We're getting there. By golly. We were getting there. All right, at 877-377-6963. Dow Loggins at 5 o'clock here today on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. WT Equipment has your New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. High horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors, hay equipment. They got it all. They've got 8 locations, so you can find the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. They can also help you with your construction equipment fleet. So go see them at your nearest WT Equipment location or go to WTEquip.com. WT Equipment.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Bud, you're on the air. My thoughts exactly.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Mandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice spec.
We got trophies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box, now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Summers living on the run. Now the beach front, nights 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us.
Community Bank, committed to the community, their customers, and the people and businesses who call Northwest Arkansas home. At Sterling Bank, you will find a complete menu of products and services designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive. Visit your local branch in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville to experience friendly, top-notch customer service and to discover the Sterling difference. Member FDIC.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista and Steve Harp in Springdale.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. My daughter's least favorite player in the NBA, Paolo Banchero, 5 years, $239 million maximum rookie contract.
Wow.
Could be 287. And according to Mike Miller of Lyft Sports Management.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's not bad. And the Indiana Pacers have confirmed that Tyrese Halliburton will be out for the 25-26 season. And a little baseball history last night. Manny Machado got his 2000th career hit. Did that. I guess Manny's probably a Hall of Famer.
You like him?
No, not
Okay,
really.
okay.
No, although he did strike out as a Dodger to give the Red Sox their last World Series. So that was a moment of joy that Manny brought me personally.
But now you don't like the Red Sox anymore, so
I don't.
There's no joy.
I'm just I'm PDHPing around the major leagues. I find myself a lot happier.
Bust up the Blue Jays, man.
Exactly. Bust up the Red Sox apparently, but they're going to ruin it all because Bregman's coming back. Your Ruskin and Zach X-Pulse brought to you by Lou's Cafe, open since 1955 in Hill Valley. Their coffee earns high praises. I knew you'd like that one.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Hey!
Which of the following best describes how you are aging? 38.4% of you said you're aging like a rental car. Do people who
correct.
say, I prefer hugs, think they override people who prefer handshakes? 93.3% of you said yes. Do you think that people that say it costs $0 to be kind realize it costs $0 to be mean? 71.6% of you said no. And would you be insulted if some millennial skips your episode of Dateline NBC where you are the victim because it's quote-unquote boring? 52.6% of you said no. Once again, your Ruskin and Zach X-Pulse brought to you by Lou's Cafe, open since 1955 in Hill Valley, downtown. Their coffee earns high praise. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ask for Lou Carruthers.
That's right, yes. Josh from Harrison texted, and that was the definition of a Missourian. They most definitely think they are better than us. You can feel it when you cross the border. Yeah, they do.
Here's a text. I'll have a tab. You can't have a tab. You got to order something first.
Something with no sugar in it.
Something with no sugar.
But, y'all think y'all are better than them, too. That street has two lanes in it.
Sure
You know
does.
what I mean?
Sure it does. Sure it does.
Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin has a real whistle at the 2:25 mark, according to Jamie in
Jamie,
Fayetteville.
why do you know that? I mean, you got to ask yourself some serious questions, man. Like, why do you know that? Why would anybody know that? Why would anybody care?
Why
to know
would
that?
you?
Why would you offer that up?
How do you not know that?
Rule day one in journalism school, they talk about gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Jamie, you don't have to say it. You don't have to hit send.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes. I think in this particular case, maybe we keep that one to ourselves.
Okay. All right. Big 12 Media Days starting today
there we
down at
go.
the Star in
They got
Dallas.
reduced to Frisco?
Yeah, they're in Frisco, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah. Notable things I saw today. Pistol Pete was photographed without his mascot head on, which is a major faux pas in the mascot business. You got to have that thing on at all times if you're in public. That's a rule,
guys,
man.
We're having a crisis of mascots of late. Now, a young lady, I don't want to out her on this one, but she was Sue interned for me many years ago. Maintained a friendship with her. She's great. I love her to death. But she gave me like the rules of mascotting, and that is a verb.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Got to keep the head on at all times. Some of them carry the head with them at all times. It's always present so that no one else can see it.
You mean like on dates and stuff?
No.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they keep it in the closet, all that kind of stuff.
On dates?
Now, like we had the Little Debbie catastrophe over at Arvest earlier this year, where the Muffin Man threw out the first pitch and his head fell off, and kids gasped and screamed. I feel like not only does U.S. soccer suck, our mascotting sucks. Like, we've got to get better at this.
We have fallen a long way since that gorilla started jumping out of the ceiling in Phoenix all those years ago.
Yes.
And that guy from the Charlotte Hornets, too.
Correct.
Yeah.
We've really fallen off on this. I think some of the older mascots need to get with these young mascots and get their game back on.
Yeah. It's all fallen downhill since, Ted Giannoulis hung it up. He was, of course, the San Diego Chicken for all those years.
I have some news.
Okay.
And it's actual news, so I don't really know how to handle this. This came from Lurch. The 188th wing of the Arkansas Air National Guard. Heads up, residents may see or hear fighter jets July 8th, that's today, through the 17th, when the 85th Fighter Group conducts night flying operations in the area. Night flying is required for training operations to fully qualify our FMS partners in the F-35. So I'm assuming that's down in Fort Smith and the surrounding areas. So if you start seeing F-35s flying around, don't freak
This
out.
does not mean we're under attack?
Correct.
Okay. This is only a test?
This is a test.
Okay, all right, good. Now tell the dogs that then, will you?
I'm just saying.
Hacker points out Squid Game started with a headless mascot.
Whoa! Ho! 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 I am
So he's right about that?
I am 4 episodes into season 3. I love Squid Game. There are some barriers that you have to overcome before you can sort of understand how the whole thing is working. But my goodness, and Gi-yeon, he's horrible person, horrible, needs to die. They just won't kill him.
This person texted in, I was Big Red. Ooh.
Okay.
When?
Yeah, great question. When?
I have a lot of mascot questions.
Now, are you disappointed in the way the mascotting is going now? We're losing heads left and right.
Is Big Red a bigger prestige than being the one in the big inflatable balloon?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
who's got the biggest ego that doesn't?
Who's at the
deserve it?
bottom of the food chain? Pork chop or
absolutely.
or the guy in the big
It's a pork chop.
boss hog?
Pork chop was invented.
Oh, okay, all right. I just have a lot of questions about that. All right, we'll come back. Maybe we'll answer some of these questions, or maybe we won't. We will talk to Dow Loggins at 5 p.m.
Yes,
here
we will.
on Ruscin and Zach.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Man, this game, it will eat your lunch if you let it.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
The summer sales drive continues at Rath Mitsubishi with thousands in savings off retail value on new and road-ready certified pre-owned cars. Come experience the all-new 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander with available Yamaha premium sound, super all-wheel control, and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Right now, qualified buyers can get $2,000 in customer cash rebates on the 25 Outlander or rates as low as 2.99% for 60 months. Just another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Mitsubishi, Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com.
Experience Razorback football on the Hill this fall as quarterback Taylon Green
defensive stalwart Cam Ball, and the Hogs will be returning to action for great home matchups, including the August 30th home opener. The first ever matchup with Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, on September 27th, and a matchup against Texas A&M inside Razorback Stadium for the first time since 2013. Secure your tickets online right now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
We all plan to be on time, but fender bending, damaged windshields, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Kerry Earwood in Rogers and Derek Wardlow in Rogers.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Who can you really trust to sell your home for top dollar with zero drama? You need more than just a realtor. You need the Limbird team, a powerhouse group of agents with decades of experience, unmatched dedication, and tens of thousands invested in marketing your home. Selling a loved one's home can feel overwhelming, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Tara Limbird and her team specialize in compassionate, strategic service tailored for families navigating life transitions. The Limbird team, powered by Place, understands the sensitivity of the moment and will help make the process as smooth and stress-free as possible. Tara's proven strategy and powerful marketing are getting homes sold for thousands over asking. It's why I would trust Tara Limbird if I was selling my home. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD. And just don't take my word for it. Google Limbird Real Estate Group to see over 1,000 five-star reviews. LimbirdTeam.com. Are you paying more than $95 a month for your website? Modular Orange specializes in building professional custom websites for service businesses just like yours for $95 a month with no upfront costs. There's a reason lawyers, dentists, accountants, counselors, plumbers, and electricians all trust Modular Orange to build their online presence. And they don't stop there. They also offer SEO and digital advertising at prices that will blow the competition away. Ready to get started? Go to modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back here on the program at just about 20 minutes until the hour. Trying to get organized.
Yeah. That was not me.
Man.
I don't know what that was.
Interference.
Sorry about that.
They're bleeding over our signal.
Yeah, no, that was a button I hit. That's my fault.
Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-Sparky.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Cheating is a strong word. How about ethically non-monogamous?
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Hee-haw honeys.
Whoop hey.
Yeah,
We haven't hee-haw honeyed in a while.
There they are. That's right. All right. Ben in Fayetteville's on the phone here. Yes, Ben. Good afternoon.
Guys, I've got a game for you.
Okay.
Here's what you need to do.
I'm so tired of hearing this crap. It's driving me crazy, but I've turned it into a game that we can all get inebriated with.
Okay.
The morning
you have
shows.
You have my attention.
Okay, the morning shows. Just go through and listen to how many times they use one word. It's called schedule. I'm so tired of these people complaining about the schedule. I mean, everything is about the schedule. And it all comes back to Arkansas is the victim because of the schedule. And there's one way to fix it. One way. Get better. And then you wouldn't complain about the damn schedule because all the other teams are better than you. I'm so tired of hearing it. This morning, they must have used the term schedule 50 times. I could take a shot for every time. They just you can run the transcript and see how many times they said it. I'm fed up with it. Just get better, and then you don't care who you're playing. Take care, guys. Be good.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, if you have a better roster, the schedule's not nearly as daunting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the better you get, the easier the schedule gets. It's the more
it's generally how that works.
Yin and a yang to that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do think there's a little bit of hand wringing. Maybe I'm noticing it more this year than in past years. The slow climb to we're going to win 10 games is a little slower this year. And you know what? Next week is the annual media karaoke event, also known as SEC Media Days. Maybe it starts to ratchet up after that, but I think there's been a slower build to this because I think there's a reality that's setting in, or maybe we're all just beaten down from this.
Well, a lot of people are tired of the nonsense and the noise, and they want results, and that results doesn't mean they want to win every game, but they want. It looks like this has gone as far as it can go as currently configured. So now you're at the Mike Anderson point. Do you make a move and try and get the next Eric Musselman and take your program up a peg, or do you just hang out here in mediocre land for as long as you see fit? It's going to be an interesting fall around here.
It's going to be, and Again, September's the key to everything.
And the other thing on the schedule, they made the non-conference schedule, so that's their own fault.
Well,
it's their own fault.
But they're forced by the league to schedule one quality opponent a year.
Then why put Memphis and A-State on there?
Well, A-State, I think A-State is you're going to be a 17 to 20 point favorite against A-State. They'll win that game. The Memphis game is kind of the linchpin in it. That's going to make you 2 or 3 and 3 and 2. You beat Memphis, you're probably going to be 3-2 at the end of the month. And okay, you can build on that, but it just feels like there's a lot more hand wringing, or maybe people just throwing their hands up and saying, we'll see how it goes.
It does not help football's cause that baseball ended in such a spectacular collapse. And by the way, was I asleep? Did the big powerful player of the year totally duck out on the post-game media responsibilities after that ball game? Did I miss that?
He was not available.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay. I thought I missed that. My bad. Anyway, that doesn't help because as fans, these things, it's what do you call it? It's compounding interest. It's not fair to the teams, but the fans like all the sports, so they, it's when one stinks, it gets piled into the next one, and the circle continues.
Baseball got all the way to Omaha. They had a bad inning, and it sunk them.
Yeah, they did.
They had 2 bad innings.
It was a spectacular collapse. Is what it was.
It was, but you know what? They got to Omaha. They won the regional and super the first time in a while. They got to Omaha. That's not a failure. Basketball was not a failure. Basketball getting to the Sweet 16 in year 1 under Cal. It's not a failure. Football went 7-6 and won a bowl game. It's not a total disaster. But
we've reached the point here where it's like, well, what is this? Is this all it is,
okay,
or can you do more?
Let me put this another way.
Okay.
Have we reached the end of the line with Dave Van Horn? I mean, this seems to be where, and I'm asking.
Yeah, this is what he's
in a vacuum.
Yes.
Okay, so
this is what he is.
So you're willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater in baseball and start over again?
I wouldn't say that. No.
Okay, well, I think we're in the same boat with football. I was using him as an example because getting rid of Dave Van Horn is insane.
No, but this is what he is. We've got 20 years of data here. I mean, you like data points.
I do.
Here are your data points. This is what he is. And he's probably never going to break through.
He maybe not. Is he Mike Martin or is he, a one and done? Yeah. Whatever it happens to be. No, you're not going to blow up the baseball program because they lost in Omaha. Football, I think you have to look at it in a different spectrum. It's not basketball. You can improve your roster by the way, I saw a video of them today. Oh my God. The basketball team, you 4 or 5 players can change the entire trajectory of your basketball program. You get a couple of 5 stars, you can change everything.
But Musselman is the only coach there to not be a Hall of Famer to have big time success. Generally, you need a Hall of Famer at that place to be successful in men's basketball. Eddie.
Yeah,
Nolan,
I mean,
Cal.
he had the 2 Elite Eights. I think what everybody remembers
He's the only one.
Is the failure at the end and the thing completely bottoming it out, losing record, all of that. I think that's what people will remember about that era was how badly it ended. Basketball's in good shape. Baseball's in great shape. Football, I just think you have to look at it differently and maybe readjust your sights. I think a national championship here right now is probably going to be pretty difficult. It's doable. There's a path to it. You can get to the college football playoff, but I think you have to sort of reevaluate your expectations. I've said this for years. They should be somewhere between 5 and 9 wins every single year, no questions asked. Right. You do that over a decade, you're going to win a lot of football games. But I think what people see is the failures, the Liberties. They kind of forget about Tennessee, but they see the Liberties can't beat A&M. Those things, if you correct 1 or 2 of those things, you're in that 8 to 9 win range every year, and you're right where you want to be. They just haven't been able to do it.
Right. Okay, the drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963.
Here's second attorney. There's no chance the school ever wins a national championship. Maybe not. But
in football.
All you're asking, I don't think we're asking for a national title in football. I don't think we're asking for a national title. I think what you're asking for is to be in that conversation for that 4th spot that the SEC gets. I don't think that's unreasonable. Like if you're saying, look, I just want to be in that conversation. Not that you're going to get there, but if you're in that conversation, you break through 1 year, you get to the college football playoff, I think everybody would be happy. But I think going to the Liberty Bowl every year we're done with that. And everybody agree? I mean, we want to go warm. We want to go to Orlando. I think if you get to a Florida bowl game, a January 1 bowl game, that's a successful season. He's done it once. It's the yo-yo that he has us on, where they beat Tennessee, and then they turn around and they drop 3 games in a row. That sort of stuff has got to end. You need more consistency out of them.
Right. And it's hard to be consistent when you're putting 50 new people on a team every year.
Player retention.
That 50 new people that are supposed to contribute, not bringing in 30 freshmen and 5 of them play or whatever.
We're talking
like
about
the old days,
right? And that's something we should ask Dowell about. Is player retention? Is it important? Is it something that because he's in that mode? He's in that mode now. First year, he turned over a lot of his roster.
Right.
Is player retention a thing? I believe it is. And I'm just going off the top 10 teams from last year. A lot of good teams that have players have been on that roster for a couple of years.
Right. Yeah.
That I don't think it's being unreasonable. You want to turn over the bottom 15% of your roster. I don't think that's fine.
The problem is, well, here's one of the problems. You just have so many people who have positions of influence, whether it be in the media or social media, whatever it is, that just carry the water for that place no matter how good or bad it is. They just tell you the same old schlock over and over again. And they never tell you, hey, it's really good. Or, hey, guys, this is really bad. Because they're afraid of being on the Ruscin and Zach naughty list one of these days or whatever. It's just that's part of the problem is there's just so many people who are just in the tank.
There's a lot
and are incapable of objective analysis.
And we know why. Because there are perks to being a shill.
Right.
And if you're objective, and I mean, there are ways to go about it, but if you're, writing stories or you're on a show talking about, well, and again, we go back to things you said this long ago. If you start a sentence with "if they do this," you're not there.
If you got 3 or more and ifs, your team you're out of this thing already. Before we start,
they're going to have a lot of things go right, and their margin for error is small. They can't turn the ball over 6 times a game or 5 times a game and expect to be in games. Their defense is young. They've got a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces. Maybe talented, but cohesion is the key. You can be everybody else is talented too.
Yeah. And we never hear about, another thing about the vacuum thing, we never hear about the recruiting at the other schools. So the assumption is, well, nobody else is doing it. So we're the only ones doing it. Look how great it is.
Nobody says it stays static. Everybody gets better. Everybody, you either get better or you get worse.
I'll tell you another thing, though. You just kind of touched on it there. Man, everything is an excuse. And people are fed up with it. Everything's an excuse.
I think that's
this kid wasn't going to come here anyway. Well, this, well, that. Well, there's always an excuse. And people are like, we don't care anymore. We're not willing to give you excuses. Cal will listen to some excuses. Dave will listen to excuses. Not
after 6 years.
No. People are just, that they're at that point. They're tired of the excuses. They're tired of the spin.
Take baseball, for example. Baseball is where you want to go. They want to be in that conversation in Omaha. Same thing as the college football playoff. You want to be in that conversation when the end of the season comes around. I'm not saying you get there every year, because in this league, it's going to be tough. You're going to have the top 6 teams, blue bloods, have off years for you to get in there, or you're going to have to be really good, vice versa, to quote Stifler's mom. It's one of those things. And I mean, the years that Arkansas won the West, if you look at 95 and you look at, 02? Somebody's on probation those years or had down years.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
I mean, it's not.
But in 02, they did beat LSU to win with Nick Saban.
Absolutely,
so I mean, that's not nothing.
But I think Alabama was on probation that year, or Auburn was on probation that year, something like that.
Yeah, and this is one of those years. This whole system has been such a fraud for 60 years. Alabama 1 year is on probation. I don't know if it's that one, but it's something around there.
95 Alabama and Auburn both on probation.
Okay, but in the early 2000s, Alabama was on probation. So they ended up scheduling the final game of the regular season, or one of the last games, at Hawaii. What a joke. What a freaking joke.
It's a vacation, man.
Come on.
That's a vacation.
It's a joke.
It's a vacation.
Unbelievable.
But it's
shocked, but not
you're
surprised.
To have some things break right.
The whole system is a sham.
It is.
Another thing. Anyway, so there you go. Now, where were we? All right. We're going to talk to Dal Loggins coming up here.
Maybe we'll get some answers.
Ruscin and Zach. This coach won't talk to us. We'll go find one that will.
We'll find
How about that? Yeah. Maybe we'll find another one.
We'll leverage some relationships.
Maybe.
Dal may never talk to us again, but
this may go very badly for him. We don't know. It may go very badly. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's I don't know if you've noticed. It maybe not so much today, but man, it's hot outside. So why don't you go work on your golf game indoors in the AC at Cart Pass Social, Northwest Arkansas's #1 destination for indoor golf. Here's what they got going on Tuesdays from 9 to 5. So, you're about out of time today, but next Tuesday, all of July, $25 an hour, 9 to 5 on Tuesday. They'd love to host your corporate or business events. They've got different packages, no matter the skill level of your group. And it's always BYOB. Give them a call or go to cartpasssocial.com and find out all the info about Cart Pass Social. Cartpasssocial.com. They are on Grant Place, across from Matt Woods in Lowell. Cart Path Social. Okay, Dal Loggins coming up. Stay where you are.
Hello, I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. Parts of the River Valley were hit with flash flooding today. The Boys and Girls Club on Main Street in Salisal, Oklahoma actually had to be evacuated. About 50 children were taken to a nearby fire station. 4029's Brett Rains is covering the aftermath, coming up on 4029 News. Well, Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders says the Arkansas National Guard helicopter teams are headed to Texas to assist with recovery efforts there. At last check, more than 100 people have died as a result of catastrophic flooding in Texas. 4029's Abner Sosa is updating the local response tonight on 4029 News. And the rain will subside as we go throughout the rest of today, although there could be some lingering showers in some places. Temperatures are much cooler today following that rainfall earlier. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee takes us through the rest of the week later on 4029. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Get ready, Northwest Arkansas. The Cowboys and the Bucking Bulls and the PBR are coming back. It's the ABC Supply Company's Bucking in the Ozarks, presented by Pickett Construction. Don't miss 2 big nights of the toughest sport on dirt as the Cowboys and the PBR go head-to-head against the rankest, meanest, wildest Bucking Bulls on earth. July 18th and 19th, 8 p.m. nightly at the Parsons Stadium in Springdale, Arkansas. Buy your tickets now at RodeoTheOzarks.com. So hang on tight. The PBR is coming back to Springdale, Arkansas.
Redefining residential and commercial plumbing all across Northwest Arkansas, Kenty Jones Plumbing is more than a quick fix. Voted best of the best, they're the gold winner you can count on. From drain cleaning to new construction, they do it all. Plus zero-down water heaters and $41 inspection that you can trust. Need a water heater? Mention this ad and get $100 off. Fast, affordable, local, and available 24/7 for life's unexpected plumbing problems. Schedule now at KentyJonesPlumbing.com. Kenty Jones Plumbing, a partner you can trust.
Hey parents, did you know that at JJ's Grill, kids eat free all day, every day? That's right. Kids 12 and under get a free meal and drink with the purchase of any adult entree. No catch, no gimmicks, just a solid meal for the parents of our community. So if it's any day that ends in Y, bring the crew to JJ's Grill where the whole team eats happy. Don't forget, this deal is diamond only, and the free kids meal comes from the kids menu.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Arkansas football begins in 53 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned.
There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs, and the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
All right, it is Ruscin and Zach here on ESPN Arkansas. This hour getting underway here, and your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
That was me, wasn't it? Sorry, wrong button.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one. You don't have
Sorry.
to put up with any malarkey.
That's on me.
Sparky. For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Missouri, get your state in order. This would never happen in Arkansas.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, let's not get carried away or anything, but...
Joined now on Ruscin and Zach by Razorback alum and the head coach of the Appalachian State Mountaineers, Dowell Loggins, is with us. Dowell, thanks so much for the time today. How's your summer going?
Heck yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. Good summer. I'm actually at in Black Mountain, North Carolina at FCA Coaches Family Camp. So got a little bit of downtime today and excited to catch up with you guys.
This is going to be one of the best things we do because we have so many questions and we don't know really where to start. So we're going to start. Let's start with your ball club because that's probably the easiest place to start. I know you and I have talked over the years, and I know that this is an exciting time for you. But we're into July and we're getting towards football season. Give us kind of a rundown of what the Mountaineers are going to look like this year.
Well, that's a great question because we got 50 new players, and I'm excited about the players we've been able to bring in. Obviously, a couple of Razorbacks that Dylan has, and Rashad DeBinion and Brooks Juracek, and so I'm excited to actually get to work on the field. You go through January and you go through the process of that portal window. Then you get to go through spring practice, and you get to figure out kind of what you really need. And there's another portal window that comes up that pops up that with another chance to better improve your roster. So we're excited about the improvements we've made and the talent and the players we brought in, but we're also really excited about fall camp that's coming up July 29th, so we can actually get to work with some of these guys on the field for the first time.
So you've gone through this off season, headed towards camp as the head coach, first year there. What's the biggest surprise? What's something that has happened that you're like, well, I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's kind of something that's important, and I'm the head coach. I have to make a decision about something like that.
It is. It's such a good question, but and you kind of alluded to it. It's the amount of decisions you have to make, and it may be something as simple as like, hey, on Thursday morning, are we going scrambled eggs or over easy? On Friday morning, do we want to bring in before after the team run and they're going to leave? Do we want Bojangles or Chick-fil-A? And it's just the amount of decisions you have to make, and the amount of people that depend on you to make the right decisions and always have the right intentions when you do make those decisions, because just like every job, it comes down to people, and you got a lot of people that count on you to do the right thing all the time, and it's a challenge and it's exciting, and it's why you want to become a head coach.
Yeah, a guy Ron Rivera said being the head coach is about everything but football. It's making decisions like that are that fall on the head coach's desk. You've been an assistant and a coordinator and a position coach and all that. Did you feel that weight when you first got in there? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm deciding whether it's Chick-fil-A or Bojangles today instead of are we going 11 or 12 personnel?
Yeah, it's you don't, as an assistant coach, you think you got it, and you're like, oh yeah, I see what the head coach does. But then you get there and you're like, man, did every head coach I work for have to do this stuff? And so it's you do all this work. It's Monday Night Football, and you're playing the Vikings. Like, what you're calling on 3rd and 4 and on the 17-yard line. Like, you do all the prep, and you understand what could pop up as a head coach. You don't know what's going to pop up. And Coach Parcells told me there's going to be 3 to 5 things a day that pop up on your desk that you have not planned for, and just be prepared for that. And so you go in the day and you got to list of 15 things to do, and you look up and it's 3 p.m. and you've only got the first 2 knocked out. So I've learned to come in. You better be in about 5:30, 6 in the morning, an hour or 2 before everyone else gets there, because it's about the only time that it's quiet and you can actually do the things that you need to do. Because once everyone walks in, the players, the staff, it's like when they walk into your office, this is what you realize as the head coach real fast. What they bring to you might not be the most important thing to you at that moment, but it is to them. So you got to stop what you're doing and give those people attention.
We're talking with Dow Loggins here, the head coach at Appalachian State. You mentioned Bill Parcells there. I'm sure through your career, there's just been so many different big-name coaches that you've got to learn from. Is that the key to, or one of the keys to climbing, is to just be kind of a sponge and absorb as much as you can? Because you never know when, like you said, Coach Parcells' advice, comes in handy now for you.
Absolutely, and sometimes in coaching, you're as good as the people that you work for, and you learn a ton from them on the way up. And I know this. It was told to me my first job with the Dallas Cowboys. The only way to get your next job is to do a good job in the job you're in and make sure that you leave it better than you found it. And I had been so fortunate to be around some great coaches coming up. Bill Parcells, my first boss, is Jeff Fisher, Norm Chow, Mike Heimerdinger. Had a chance to work with Kyle Shanahan and Mike McDaniel together in Cleveland, and John Fox. And there's not a day goes by that I had a brief time with James Franklin at Penn State, and there's not a day goes by that I don't call him and ask him some question like, hey, this isn't in the head coaching manual. Have you ever gone through this? So it's you're the people that you learn under and learn from and grow with will be the same people that you call to ask questions to.
Now, you've landed at a place that's had a lot of success over the past couple of years. Good friend of yours, Eli Drinkwitz, went 13-1 there. There's expectations at Appy State now. When you walk in there, what's the first question? What are they asking you? How are they looking to you? What kinds of things are they talking about?
Well, I've replaced a guy that's 40-24, so that tells you about expectation right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of coaches right now that said, hey, if my tenure 5, 6, 7 years from now, my record's 40-24, I've done a lot of good things. But we're in a different landscape of college football than ever before, and you're growing or you're dying in this thing. Coach and I used to always say it, you get better or worse every day. You never stay the same. And now we're in a different model. We've got NIL, we've got transfer portal. I think it was the thing that was attractive to Appalachian State from where I was coming from was, well, obviously we just had a really good year at South Carolina, but it was 17 years in the NFL, and it was dealing with contracts, and it was dealing with free agency, and it was dealing with the draft, and plan as far as NIL goes, and how you spend it, and be able to stick to that plan and communicate that plan and vision. So it was their vision was, hey, we need someone that's gone through contract negotiations to take us into this new world of college football. And they are not scared to tell you, hey, we do expect to win. We expect that's what we've done for a long time. The last 40 years of college football, we won 70% of our games. And Eli and Drink did, to his credit, and I talked to him a lot through the process, and he did tell me, hey, look, they don't expect to win every game. They expect to win every game by 14. So just be ready for that.
Totally reasonable. It seems like in many places in college football. So let me ask you about the recruiting side, and maybe maybe it's too early in the process to be able to answer this, Dal. But I'm thinking the challenge of recruiting at a lot of places. But you want to develop a player, but then you also want to be able to retain the player and see them grow. Yeah. Is that one of the big challenges? Because there are places that, can invest a lot of time and energy in developing a player, and then, 25 players leave every year, and then what do you have to show for all that time and energy, Yeah,
no, that's the challenge we face. So the first thing you got to do is build a culture and a belief system where people don't want to leave, and you got to give them a reason to stay. It's not like it used to be. When our backup quarterback at Arkansas, when I was a player, behind Matt Jones was a guy named Tavares Jackson, who played 15 years in the NFL. And we lost him a couple of years ago, but he got to transfer. When he transferred, he either had to go down or sit out a year. And people weren't hitting him in his DMs. There wasn't Twitter then or Instagram and all this other stuff. So they weren't sliding in his DMs talking about, hey, if you get in the portal, I'll give you this. And they weren't calling us high school coach. And so the process was a lot cleaner. So you got to find a way. You got to build a brand where people in a culture where kids don't want to leave, and you got to give them reasons to stay. When I was putting together the staff, I'm looking at this place. I'm like, all right, we have tradition, and wherever there's tradition, it can be recreated. If there's never been a tradition, it can't be recreated. So now, what does every kid want? And let's worry about the things we can't control. We can't control how much NIL that our administration gives us. We can't worry about that. But here's what we can do. We can put together an unbelievable staff. We have 93 years of NFL experience on our staff. So when we're recruiting against these guys, outside money and the degree, let's sell life-changing experience and let's chase the dream of a degree in the NFL. And if you want to play in the NFL, then you got 93 years of experience on our staff to help you get there, know what that looks like. So you're trying to create everything you do. You're trying to create a competitive advantage in how you train, sports science, all the things that through our career that we've been very fortunate to be around a lot of good places, coach at the highest level, coordinator in the SEC, and be able to do those things. Like every resource that we could put together to give people a reason not only to come but to stay as well. And that's what you're chasing.
You're walking into a place that in a league where you're going to have the target on your back. A lot of times, new coach comes in, it's a rebuild. You can kind of sneak up on people. There's no chance you're sneaking up on anybody in the league. Talk about the depth of this league and how challenging it can be.
Yeah, that was the nice thing about South Carolina last year is like we weren't everyone's biggest game. Like people didn't know who Lenore Sellers was when we walked into the season. They're like, oh, that's a 5-win team. That's what everyone, man, it's gonna be a challenge to make it to a bowl game. And we're beating Clemson last game of the season and going 9-3 in the SEC on a team that no one circled on the schedule. Now you come to a place where everyone wants to schedule you at night because you're at state, and every game they want to play you at night. I'm like, can we have like a 2:30 kickoff, like a 3:30 kickoff? Like they all want to play at night. They get fired up they got you circled because of the brand and tradition. But it's why you want to coach at a place like this. It's because there is an expectation. There is a standard. And it wouldn't be as much fun if people didn't expect you to win and they weren't going to be on you when you didn't win. And they care enough about winning that style points matter. To the coach, they don't. I don't care if we win by 1 or we win by 14. A win's a win. But it's a place where they expect to win. They expect football to be done the right way. Jerry Moore did it the right way for a long time. Drink came in here after Sat had won and left, and Drink came in here and kept the thing going and won 12 or 13 games, and the expectation is still the same.
So we're talking with Dal Loggins, the head coach at Appalachian State here on Ruscin and Zach. This, if you just took the name away of the school and we were just talking to a head coach with everything you just said, this sounds a lot like an SEC job where style points matter, there's pressure, and all this stuff. I mean, this is just like being at an SEC job. It sounds like.
Yeah, I absolutely feel that. I think being at Arkansas those 2 years, playing in the SEC at Arkansas, 2 years at South Carolina with the NFL, like every game's big. There's expectation. So we're excited about that. It's exciting for our kids, but it's also the passion that we get on game day is also what helps us recruit. And you're only as good as what your players. Like you show me a good coach, I'm gonna show you good players. Like I was a really good coach and I had Lenore Sellers. I was a really good coach with Chris Johnson and Matt Hasselbeck. And all of a sudden, like your roster's dry and all of a sudden you're not as good a coach and you lose your guru status. So it's always going to be about recruiting and selling your program and selling your brand and selling the vision for what you're trying to create. So we have an unbelievable advantage over a lot of people that way. But we also know we're always going to be a target. People get excited to play us.
Welcome to the SBC. You're not exactly ducking anyone this year. You're going to make a trip to Boise. You host Oregon State. JMU's not an easy game. They didn't give you any breaks in your first year.
No, they didn't. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like you look forward to competition, but I'm like, really? Like, this is the schedule? I would have taken our South Carolina schedule at this point right now over what we're dealing with. But you get excited about going to play Boise, kind of the gold standard group of 5 football. It goes Houston, they really the first one that had that thing going, and Dirk Cutter took it over, and they've always been good. And for us, what an opportunity. We can't get past the first game of the season. We open in Charlotte, in-state opponent. We're opening in Bank of America Stadium, and our athletic director does a really good job of wanting to schedule big names, playing NFL stadiums. So we are really excited about that one. We can't, you guys are worse than my players, because I tell them, hey guys, just in case y'all haven't seen the schedule, we don't play Boise till week 3.
Yeah.
We got 2 before that. Let's make sure that we're on top of that and just getting better every day.
Yeah. Talking with Dow Loggins here. And, another thing, every year it seems like on social media we see the pictures of Boone. And this is just, I mean, you are working in one of the most picturesque settings in all of college football. It's unbelievable.
Beautiful up there.
It's unbelievable. And it's really cool because you're going around town and you got a lot of celebrities who have second homes here. Coach Mac Brown lives up here. I mean, there's Eric Church and Combs. All these guys went to school here. But the other day, I'm out at a restaurant that I wouldn't go to by myself, but there's a Diamond Creek, the golf course. And they're like, hey, Jordan was just here for the last 2 days playing this, and he ate at this restaurant the last 2 days. And I'm sitting here like, I might have followed him in Chicago in a couple places, but I didn't expect that in Boone, North Carolina. But it's an unbelievable place, and they love football. It's a safe place. It's a great place to go to school. The passion for this place. It reminds me of Arkansas in some ways, where there's a chip on your shoulder that's real. That they care deeply about their school. It's a prideful group. It's a passionate group about their school, their alma mater, and we're couldn't be more excited to be here because of that.
You and I've talked for a while. I mean, I've never heard you this excited about, the prospect. Now, in a couple of weeks, when everybody gets back on campus, it's all business. But right now, man, I mean, you're living your life. I couldn't be more proud of you. I'm happy for you. I am coming to see you when you go up to JMU. My kid wants my kid wants to tour JMU, so we're gonna come up there and see you guys in November. But you mentioned Arkansas, and I want to use your South Carolina experience kind of to parlay this thing. Arkansas, South Carolina, when you're at the top of the mountain there in the Sun Belt, you've got the name brand, you've got the big school, you've got the reputation. But when you're at South Carolina and you're trying to fight your way back into the top half, which you guys did, what's the biggest, I guess maybe the turning point? What's the thing you can put your flag down and say, okay, this is where we're going to anchor our program around this?
Yeah, it's recruiting. It's taking kids that are passionate about being at that place, and it's not always the 4 and 5 star either. It's do a great job with evaluation, because look, I spent 17 years in the NFL, and about 45% of the NFL population is 2 and 3 stars that didn't get evaluated the correct way. And I go back to, you look at South Carolina, but I go back to when we were rolling at Arkansas, Tony Buas and Caleb Millers, Jimmy Beasley was a walk-on, Jamal Anderson was a walk-on that played wide receiver and was a first rounder at defense end. So it's always going to be about accumulating good players and doing a great job evaluating, and that's really hard. And that's the way at South Carolina we were able to flip it, because we recruited at a high level, and we created a culture that people wanted to stay in. And we weren't losing. There wasn't mass exodus to people leaving. And it's about evaluation. It's about recruiting. It's about retaining. And it's about hiring good people around you. And it's always going to come down to the people. Like, good coaches, good brand to sell, and all those SEC schools have unbelievable things to sell. And so it's all of those things, a million little things tied into one, but it will never, ever be bigger than the people and the people you bring into your program.
I know you would never bring this up, but when you were here, you were the #1 recruiter in the country, according to several websites. And I know how important recruiting is to you, and you talk about it being the lifeblood of your program. When you're selling Appalachian State, or you're selling, when you're at South Carolina, or when you were at Arkansas, when you approach, the in-state kids and you say, man, This is your state institution. This, in Boone, North Carolina, I know this for a fact. I mean, there's good college or high school football up and down that mid-Atlantic region, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, into there. When you walk into those homes and you've got an in-state kid that's maybe on the fence, what are you selling them on? We see from the outside, we think it's just this, it's all NIL and it's all love of school. And I feel like there are more nuances to it.
Yeah, if you don't believe that, go check our recruiting rankings right now. Like, look, we got to finish, we got to close, and we got to do things, but we're number one in our conference, and we've beat some schools right now that with players that are committed that had T4 offers. So it's not always about NIL, and it's about I played for a guy who understood recruiting, Houston Nutt, and he understood and what I learned from him is you better build a fence around your state. And I think, to me, when you start selling that, App State has the best football tradition in North Carolina from, if you look at this thing, in the 40 years. Like, we got some great programs here, but no one's accomplished what App State's accomplished in the last 40 years. And you start talking about beating Michigan and Texas A&M and South Carolina and North Carolina and all the games they played. So, and I learned from James Franklin to be relentless in recruiting. And every day at Penn State, I was there 5 months before, in between the Jets and coming back home to Arkansas, for about 4 to 5 months, and every day it was recruiting. And it was recruit, evaluate. And we'd walk in those staff meetings. In the staff meeting, Coach Franklin's, I call him Freddie Krueger, because the guy never gets tired. And you'd walk in, it'd be a staff meeting at 7 a.m. in the off season, and he'd pull out his, hey, this is who I talked to last night. Boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, he's going around the room. Dow, who'd you talk to? Well, I'm a senior analyst. And he's like, Dow, who'd you talk to? Well, I talked to Drew Allar last night, Coach. Okay, how are we doing with Drew Allar? What'd you guys talk about? And he was so dialed in recruiting that I tried to take the same philosophy that I learned from Coach Nutt and Coach Franklin to App and understanding like how important this thing is, building a fence around your state and just being relentless every day in the recruiting process.
I don't know about you, Derek, but I'll sign. Coach, I got one play in me. I can give you one.
That's all we need. One play, but I got to have your best for one.
I don't know if my best is good enough to play anywhere, but I got one in me, and I'll give you everything I got. Now, everything I've read about you guys, and you and I have talked about this before. Just texting back and forth. You're kind of you're a jack of all trades when it comes to offense. You can kind of fit an offense to a particular group of players. Are we going to see? Are we going to see what we saw at South Carolina with you guys? Are you going to maybe a hybrid, something a little bit different? Are you going to go wishbone? That sounds fun.
Well, and yeah. If we have those type players, I'd like to think that we've been exposed to so much football and so many great coaches that we'd be able to adapt to that. If you go and look at the 23 South Carolina offense with Spencer Rattler and Xavier Legette, it looks a lot different than when you go and you get in the 24 season. You go and you have Lenore Sellers, who no one knows about, but is really, in my opinion, I was coaching the most exciting playmaker in college football last year. But then you go and get a Rocket Sanders. And now all of a sudden you go from 13th in the SEC in rushing to 3rd in the SEC in rushing, and the amount of tackles that guy broke and how physical he played. And he doesn't have the nickname Rocket for any reason. Like, you go back and you watch this Texas A&M game, and you go back and you watch the LSU game and Clemson and the shovel pass against Missouri where he broke out 5 tackles to beat them in the end zone. And so you take what your players do well and you build it around that. And I think the one fortunate thing about us being all over and learning from a bunch of different people is the amount of volume of offense we do know and the NFL experience we do have on this staff that we can adapt to our players. So that's where you're excited about training camp, getting into training camp to figure out exactly what you have. And look, players win games. There's no question about that. Like South Carolina, we won because we had Lenore Sellers and Rocket Sanders and a really good defense. And so I know this. If we got to figure out, and what I do know is coaches lose more games than they win. So we got to figure out what our players do well, put them in that position to be successful. And that's really like how you should be judged as a coach is, did you max out your talent? Now, it's the head coach's job to make sure you've got enough talent to compete week in and week out with every team on your roster, or on your schedule, excuse me. But that's what this whole thing comes down to, is max out your guys.
Dal Loggins, the head coach at Appalachian State, opening the season in Charlotte against Charlotte, coming up at the end of August. Coach, thanks for the time today. We really appreciate it.
You're the best.
I appreciate you guys having me on. It's always a good time. Now, don't mistake my energy. Look, I'm at FCA church camp right now, so I'm on a spiritual high right now. This isn't Red Bull or anything like that. So this is authentic, real juice right now. But I appreciate you guys having me on, and I expect you guys to not root against our Hogs, but and every other week that we're not playing, we don't play them. So y'all should be supporting the black and gold every week.
Done deal.
All right, we'll get some gear and we'll wear it in here. Yep. How about that?
I'll see you in November.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
The show the experts never miss. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. And streaming on hitthatline.com.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane Team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane Cash discounts. The Crane Team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Tired of the heat? Come chill where it's always 70 degrees. Birdies and Brews, Northwest Arkansas's first interactive sports lounge. Whether you're perfecting your swing on the world-renowned golf courses, seeing if you can stay in the pocket as a quarterback, or exploring over 40 other interactive game options, there's something for everyone at Birdies and Brews. Pour your own pint from 30 self-serve taps featuring the best local craft brews, ciders, and wines. Mention ESPN and get 10% off your first hour. Visit birdiesandbrews.com or swing by Pinnacle Hills Promenade in Rogers.
Grab your paddle or your cornhole partner and come out to Wags and Bags, a pickleball and cornhole tournament supporting the Humane Society for Animals, presented by Wags to Riches Pet Grooming and powered by Matrix, Jersey Mike's, and Sign Planet. It's all happening July 12th at 11 a.m. at Matrix Racket Club in Lowell, with multiple divisions, cash prizes, live DJ, photo booth, free lunch, a prize wheel, even an ice cream truck. It's fun for the whole family. Register your team by July 8th to get a free t-shirt and swag. Sign up now at wagseventsnwa.com.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. They have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. Absolute Janitorial Service cleans multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and so much more. Call Absolute Janitorial Service today for a free quote at 866-WITH-AJS. That's 866-948-4257. See what an absolute difference they can make for your business.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Hi, everyone. I'm 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast. Cloudy skies, showers, and thunderstorms today in northwest Arkansas. Some of the rain will be very heavy at times. One of our main concerns will be localized flash flooding throughout the day, especially moving into the afternoon. Also this afternoon, thunderstorms combined with daytime heating could lead to some strong or possibly severe thunderstorms with damaging winds. Keep it here. We'll be keeping you up to date. I'm meteorologist Laura Huckabee with your Get Ready forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Well, people were very impressed with the conversation with Dow Loggins. Not our conversation, but with him. I mean, we were the conduit here, but good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Learn a little bit about the thought process of a head coach, how he thinks and what he thinks, and what his keys to building programs are.
And hey, he might win them all. He might lose them all. We don't know. First-time head coach, you don't know. It sounds like he's got a pretty good read on the situation right now.
You know, he's been in the league for a decade and a half. I mean, if he's got the base of knowledge. Look, you could have gone to a team that was 0-11 last year, really struggled. He goes to a program that's got a bit of a tradition. They're talented, coming off a 7-5 season. There's talent on the roster that he's brought in talent. He is an unbelievable evaluator of talent, and I hope for the best for him. And if he wins there, a lot of doors are going to open up for him. A lot of doors are going to open up for him. Big jobs will open up.
Yep.
You look at the guys that have rolled through there. I mean, he mentioned Drink, and Drink landed in a pretty good spot. So yeah, I'm happy for him, proud of him. Love him to death. But he'll be I'll be watching. I'll have one eye on my team, and then the other eye watching him.
Another young coach that's got the potential to really break the bank here is Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State.
He wants to stay there.
He is the that's what you're supposed to say right now. But someone offers up $15 million here eventually.
But why wouldn't? I've always thought like the school that has every advantage known to man. There are two of them that are just giant sleepers that nobody's ever been able to figure out. One of them is North Carolina. The other is Arizona State. I mean, Arizona State has you want weather? Got it. You want the facilities? Got it.
Well, Bill Belichick's going to figure out North Carolina, obviously.
No, he's not.
Obviously.
That's going to be just an absolute disaster. Carolina is one of those jobs. When they hired Butch Davis, I was like, okay, you got a guy that understands, because there's a ton of talent in North Carolina and Virginia and South Carolina and that area to recruit from. And man,
Well, anyway, I would bring him up because they're having a Big 12 media days, and he was up there today talking about various things. And he's the reason. This is one of the cooler flexes in the history of college football. Arizona State is the reason the Big 12 got rid of the preseason media poll, because everybody picked them last year, and they won the damn thing.
They won the thing. So
the
writers don't like to get
We're
shown
not doing that again. We'll just cancel the whole situation. That's a pretty cool flex there. In addition to going to the playoff and winning that game.
Gillingham's an Arizona State guy. That draw.
Yeah, but if USC came a calling, he'd take that call and go in a minute.
Why? You're going into the Big 10. Why wouldn't you stay in the Big 12 where the road to the college football playoff is easier?
Because all these guys are driven by ambition But
if you're going to SC,
you'll never get the same acknowledgement at Arizona State as you will if you win big at USC.
You will if you get to the playoff every year and win it once. That's all you got to do.
I don't think they can win it at Arizona State. He can win it at USC.
But it's easier to get there at
Arizona
State.
Or at a lot of other places.
It's a lot easier to get there at
He's
Arizona State.
He's only 35, and he's going to be he's going to be another one of these guys that's on the hot boards.
Let's see what Arizona State's willing to do. I mean, if they're going to stand pat and he's going to be the lowest paid coach in the Big 12, okay, I get it. But who in the Big 12 stands in your way? I mean, there isn't a team in the Big 12 you look at and go, okay, that's the obstinate Buffalo. There isn't one. There's no reason that Arizona State can't be that team. So it's a lot like the ACC. Why would you want to go to the Big 10 and have to duke it out with Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Oregon? You're the 7th, 8th, 9th best team at best.
Well, because athletic directors are not great businessmen.
No, they're not.
And they reach and make bad deals from time to time.
They do.
Wouldn't know anything about that here. Know anything about that. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be a he's signed through 2029, and he makes 5.8.
That's not bad money in the desert.
Good. That's very good.
He's well taken care of in the desert.
But one of them Big Ten schools could pay him 12. But they can.
But for how long? 3 years? 4 years until things wash out? Or do you want to work, 5? At 35 years old, you have a chance to be at your alma mater, or
or he could go to the NFL.
He could do that.
He'll coach the Cowboys when this Schottenheimer thing
the Cardinals
fails.
The Cardinals suck.
Yeah, they tried the college guy thing, though. They may not try that again for a minute.
Yeah. Gums are still bleeding from that.
Yeah. How bad are the Cowboys going to be with Brian Schottenheimer this year, by the way? We have not discussed that nearly enough.
It's not August yet.
Much to Cowboy fans' delight, because they're going to stink. Lord.
It's going to be tough.
He has no clue. No clue.
Well, I'd like to see him coach a game, but yeah, I'm trending towards they're not going to be very good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a shame. All right. We've got the poll questions here, and let's check on those.
You're Ruscin and Zach. X polls brought to you by Hooterville Electronics, downtown Hooterville. Hi-Fi cassette, 8-track, open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Do people who
Mr. Haney
do people who say I prefer hugs think they override people who prefer handshakes? 93.4% of you say yes. Which of the following best describes how you are aging? Fine wine, Mad Dog 2020, bottom shelf whiskey, or a rental car? 39.2% of you say you are aging like a rental car. Do you think the people that say it costs $0 to be kind realize that it costs $0 to be mean? 72.2% of you said no. And would you be insulted if some millennial skips your episode of Dateline NBC where you're the victim because it's boring? 51% of you said no. That number's been shrinking all day.
Mm-hmm. All right. I've done something incredible here.
Go ahead.
I was going to throw one of these cards away, and it's sitting on the
look at that
rim of the trash can.
That's nice. That's a wedgie.
Yeah, we're going to the arrow on that.
Brick that one.
Yeah, you did.
Blake in Springdale, did you know that Arkansas football starts in 53 days? I want to talk to the idiot who put that countdown on the air. Well, he's right there.
How you doing? It sounded cool when they did it in Alabama. We thought it would sound cool here.
Well,
I didn't know it'd be a pain in the ass to execute.
Here's the thing. Look, when you're winning, man, it's great.
Yeah.
But when you are not, it's something that you don't necessarily.
That's right, Hacker. That's a bendy. That's right.
That what
Everybody gets a donut. Yeah.
All right.
I'll DoorDash them. How about that?
God. Damn donuts.
When you get on The Price is Right, I'll explain for both of you. When you spin the big wheel and the little pointer gets right on the peg, it's called a bendy. And Drew's like, that's a bendy. Everybody on the crew gets a donut. Thank you, Hacker, for watching Price is Right and not working.
Get a job, man.
Yeah, we got a bendy in here. How about that?
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, well, it's like a wedgie, but not. Have you used wedgie before?
I have.
Yeah.
We had
Shout out to Iron Eagle on
we
that.
had one at the 6A tournament.
He's the first guy I heard say wedgie.
And the ball went up and it got stuck and I went, wedgie!
Yeah.
That's a wedgie. And, I was pretty much the only one that understood.
Yeah, people don't understand what that is.
But I enjoyed it. So that's
right.
really all that matters.
It's so much more fun to say than it's a neck ball.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
A wedgie! You got to get into it, too, like some fake excitement. That's fun. All right. What does this say here? Jesse wants me to DoorDash him a toothpick.
No.
That's funny. Very funny. That's one of those things like at the hardware store. You can't buy one. You have to buy 1,000. You can't, you can't go buy like 5 bolts. You have to buy 100 bolts. That's how it works now. You can't just go. Remember in the old days, you go to your local Ma and Pa hardware store. You get that little white bag, and you just go through the bins and like, I need some of these and some of these, and then they weigh it, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, those were the good old days. We were a better society
Yeah.
way back when.
Yeah, I know. Can't do that anymore.
No.
All right, we'll be back, and then we'll tell you what you learned coming up.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
I get on that fancy bus they meet us with, and my damn belt exploded.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Choose your escape. Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Take a luxurious dip with the $5 Classic box. Indulge in a lavish meal with the $7 Supreme box. Or explore new worlds with the $9 Discovery box. Now featuring the crispy chicken burrito for a truly unmissable experience.
Is that Tony Hawk?
Get Lux for less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching.
Chicken also comes in burritos.
What is even real?
Try the new crispy chicken tacos and burritos from Taco Bell. Your taco place that's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisor Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Tired of the heat? Come chill where it's always 70 degrees. Birdies and Brews, Northwest Arkansas's first interactive sports lounge. Whether you're perfecting your swing on the world-renowned golf courses, seeing if you can stay in the pocket as a quarterback, or exploring over 40 other interactive game options, there's something for everyone at Birdies and Brews. Pour your own pint from 30 self-serve taps featuring the best local craft brews, ciders, and wines. Mention ESPN and get 10% off your first hour. Visit birdiesandbrews.com or swing by Pinnacle Hills Promenade in Rogers.
Hi, this is Pruitt Tollett with WT Equipment. When it's hay season, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. Premier Forage tools, from mowers to balers, are built tough to perform in the field, backed by support you can count on. At WT Equipment, we help you get the right Premier tools and keep them running strong. Come by and see us at our 8 locations or visit us online, WTEquip.com. Premier, because your hay doesn't wait.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back here. Almost 12 minutes until the hour.
Yay!
Hey, that's right. Yeah, right. There you go. All right, let's. A lot of the text. Let me sum up the text.
Okay.
All right, if I may. The texts are: we like him. Fire the guy that's there now.
Does he like us?
That's basically the text.
Y'all need to start like passing down notes.
Yeah.
What was that little magic Foursquare thing?
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Little thing you had in like second grade.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. There's a name for that thing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. It's like a fortune teller thing.
Yeah, something like that.
That's right. Yeah. It's called a cootie catcher. I swear, that's what it is. It's called a cootie catcher.
I don't believe you. I don't
right
believe
here.
You. Did you Google it?
Yeah, Grok said the cootie catcher.
Google cootie catcher.
Or a origami fortune teller. If you want to be boring.
That I believe. Yeah. A cootie catcher. No, I don't believe that.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. Denver Bill. What
like Cootie Kate?
Cootie Kate. Spray it. Great movie. Great freaking movie. A Christmas classic. You just don't know it.
Yeah. Four Christmases. Christian Chenoweth.
Oh God.
You've never seen Four Christmases.
No, I have not.
Oh man, Reese Witherspoon.
You know that hour off has made you sound less like Kim Carnes.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Rest. Does he know we're on the air?
No.
Can we put you on vocal rest?
You want bed rest?
Please.
Okay. All right.
What do you got?
What did you learn?
Well, okay. So I got to get over here because it's on my computer. So 1889.
Yes.
First edition of the Wall Street Journal.
Uh-huh.
The thing that just strikes me a little bit odd was that it was the original founders were Charles Dow and Edward Jones.
What did they do?
Well, Dow and Jones.
Oh my gosh, the Dow Jones,
The industrial average.
All right.
So, yeah.
They started the Wall Street Journal.
And the Dow Jones.
I've tried
it's owned by the Murdoch family.
I've tried to read the Wall Street Journal. It's hard.
It's like Shakespeare.
Yeah, I none of it makes any
lot
sense
of
to me.
words.
The sports section.
I like a tabloid.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of short,
A lot of
stupid
pictures,
stories
right.
and pictures.
Aliens, that sort
I
of
can
stuff.
handle
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or like the New York Post.
Are
You know-
are you going to be in like vocal management?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have to go home and yell at the dog.
I don't think you're yelling at anybody.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
That dog's
on
going to look at you like, what are you going to do
Yeah,
about
what
it?
are you going to do about it? Wait till you fall asleep.
There's that.
I learned today, we all know who Johnny Bench is, right?
Oh,
Hall of Fame catcher, Cincinnati Reds.
yeah.
You know he could hold 7 baseballs in one hand?
Blue Emu.
Well, I knew him as the Krylon guy.
Oh,
but
that's right. Yeah, Krylon too. Yeah.
He could hold 7 baseballs in one hand.
Wow, big hands.
Yeah. You know, that's about people with big hands.
Big gloves. That's right. Today was the anniversary, 1889, the last sanctioned bare knuckle boxing match in this country. Richburg, Mississippi. John L. Sullivan fought Jake Kilrain for 75 rounds.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
That's right.
70.
Yeah. That's right.
Round one.
I mean, it's just round 1. It's 75 more times.
Can you imagine?
How long?
Those guys' faces must have looked like hamburger meat by the 75th round.
How long are the rounds?
I don't know.
Like 8 minutes, 9 minutes?
So I got curious here. The 2 Irish guys, by the way.
Well,
of course.
yeah, that makes sense.
And of course, the pictures on the internet.
Yeah.
That classic pose. What was the guy that lost did not die. He went on to live 30 more years.
Did he ever fight 75
I don't
rounds
know.
again?
He died at the right time, though. So it's not like he had a great life. But yeah, that's right.
Hey, you know what? Did he get paid? Check clear?
Oh, yeah, they got something out of the deal, yeah.
You want to get paid? You go 70 rounds.
Sullivan, apparently, in his fighting career, made over $1 million.
Did he?
Which is like, $200 million now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty good living back then.
Yeah, not bad.
Well,
so there you
go.
go.
Don't say not
1889.
bad. He got punched in the face for a living.
Yeah.
I don't know that
Right.
that's something I would ever, want to do in another life.
Yeah.
Because, this one ain't happening.
That's right.
Huh.
There you go.
All right, well, there we go. I feel like we've done some things today.
We have.
Not that I'm, overlooking some of the stuff that went on earlier, but I feel like we've actually accomplished something.
Yeah. Russell and Mountain Home, brought to you by the good Coca-Cola, which was either the guy that invented it was born on this date, or it was invented on this day. I forget.
Like the real stuff with Coke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, with
You got
cocaine
Coke
in
here?
Coke here? It's my limited.
Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P.
Bill just got that.
Yeah.
Bill, we quote Clueless a lot.
Yeah, today, John.
I know it just took a second.
It's all right.
John Stith Pemberton, born July 8th, 1831. He invented Coca-Cola.
Coke here?
He created Coca-Cola and 2 years later died. How about that?
Well, are those two situations
Maybe.
related?
I mean, yeah, maybe
Okay.
he hit the Coca-Cola a little too hard, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever sniffed that stuff?
And we now want you to know, because we don't want to be sued, they don't put cocaine in it anymore. It's a fine product.
We're a better country when we were.
It's a fine product. All right, everybody calm down. Okay, we'll be back and have more for you coming up here. Ruscin and Zach over ES.